Network. Call 456-1100 or visit cvcsn.org.
Just rejected him, burnt the hell out of him.
Sounds like reasons you might want to kill someone.
Love and murder, country song staples.
iZombie, all new Tuesday at 9, 8 Central.
Another perfect night for football in the Central Valley, and we think we have a great one set up for you. The Central Grizzlies are home for homecoming to take on the Broncos of Clovis North. We take a quick look at the standings now. Shows you the Broncos of Clovis North 2-0 in the league, right behind Central, trying to move up. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the pregame show delivered by Round Table Pizza. I'm Ralph Wood. Glad you could be with us to talk a little bit about tonight's high school football game, homecoming. I'm going to bring in Vince Wesson to talk about the matchups tonight. And Vince, anytime you have like a homecoming game, there's always added emotion, is there?
Well, isn't it great? We have turned into the homecoming network, yes. For the visitors, you want to spoil the dance. For the home team, you just want to make sure that dance is exciting. It gets nothing better than a homecoming crowd. You get alumni and friends coming back, and you got quite a game tonight with Clovis North and Central.
Well, everything is kind of magnified now as you get down to those last games of the regular season. Let's talk about your players to watch, beginning with Clovis North.
Let's call him the best player on the field tonight, and that is, without question, Jason Lee, running back, strong safety for Clovis North. He is a special football player. Now, last year, he backed up Bolu Orler and Funmi, and trust me, when he did get his shot, he made it special. Well, this kid last week against Clovis East was all over the field, on offense, on defense. He has the never say die, never quit type of attitude. He even blocked an extra point when he should be resting in between offense and defense. He is a special player, without question. Jay Lee, as they call him, best player on the field.
Another player you think is special is Eric Crow.
Yeah, on defense, Clovis North, they have what they call the Kroll Patrol, and that is the inside linebacker, Eric Kroll. He calls the plays on defense, make sure everybody is lined up. He'll step up and fill the hole if he has to, or he can try and make the tackle inside out. He's a special football player, big-time, high football IQ. Look for number 42 for Clovis North.
The Central Grizzlies may not have the kind of record we're used to seeing from them, but they still have athletes.
Oh, they do, and they got a special one in sophomore Malik White. Now, last year, in junior Malik White. Last year, as sophomores, I saw him and Jalen Johnson on this field, and I said, these guys are going to be special. Jalen Johnson has been sidelined with an injury, so now it's Malik White's turn to take over. He's a special playmaker. Look for Nick Spoor trying to get the ball to Malik White in space.
Nick Spoor, the quarterback. Tell me what you like about Elijah Parks.
Oh, Elijah Parks. You talk about our KNPH football media guide. Well, Parks, without question, is in there. When I talked to Clovis North offensive coordinator, Billy Jack Erdman, and he talked about we have got to put a hat on Elijah Parks. Well, they're going to have to put 2 and 3 hats on Elijah Park, and that's going to open it up for inside linebackers Mendoza and Hernandez for Central. Elijah Parks, someone to be reckoned with.
All right, the Grizzlies and the Broncos will come back with keys to the game and the opening kickoff right after this.
In 2 years since our Ford Lincoln store moved from downtown.
And we became Keller Auto Center.
We've added an on-site quick lane facility.
Open for any cars to all customers.
And a pre-owned store.
With more than 250 now available.
This month, our Pink Tag sale will honor Relay for Life.
Drive a new 2015 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LTZ with $9,000 off MSRP. Celebrate with us all month at Keller Auto Center, where you always
deal and save.
When it comes to college football, I'll do anything to be where the action is.
3, 1, come on, let's fight!
Can we move down towards the 50 here, girls? That's why I have X1. With the sports app, I can track multiple teams and jump between close games, which is perfect for me because my jumping days are over.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play and save when you bundle. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online today.
Only Wendy's makes a deal feel like a meal. Introducing our new 4 for $4. $4 for the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with freshly cooked Applewood smoked bacon, crispy all-white meat nuggets, natural cut sea salt fries, and a cold drink. That's right, $4 for a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Nuggets, fries, and a drink. That's one beefy, cheesy, sizzling, crispy, golden, icy deal. You're still sitting there? $4 for a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Nuggets, fries, and a drink. Get more. Get 4 for $4 now at Wendy's.
Classic home furniture isn't like anything you've ever seen. Handcrafted from repurposed wood, harvested from century-old structures. Beautiful dining and occasional tables, chairs, accessories, furniture you've never seen and will never be duplicated because every piece is one of a kind. If you're looking for something new, look at the time-worn beauty of classic home furniture, exclusively at Fashion Furniture in River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Hold him steady.
He's dropping out. Cisco, we're losing him. The longer he goes without merging, the more unstable he becomes. We could find a match and save his life.
We think you have potential capabilities.
You can shoot fire out of your hands, dude.
And you can do all this only with a willing partner.
I deserve the Firestorm Matrix.
You set up a flat, right? Damn right.
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Welcome back, everybody, as the Central Grizzlies take the field. Tonight's air quality report and kickoff forecast are brought to you by Boz Allergy and Asthma Center. 77 degrees as we approach kickoff. Humidity at 34%. Air quality is moderate. Beautiful facility here for Central High School. Darren Collegian Stadium, artificial turf, but a great place for high school football.
It is very nice, and just like last year, the student body showed up in full force.
All right, let's meet the third member of our broadcast team. We'll send it downstairs to Kevin Miller for a Wendy's Hot and Juicy Sideline Report. Kevin?
Welcome to the Homecoming Network. That's right. Hey, talking to Coach Simons, he said that they're going to focus on the kicking game and they're going to really take care of the ball. Talking to Coach Hetherington from Central High School, they've got to execute in the red zone and eliminate the turnovers. Speaking of turnovers, how about we turn it over to this crew? Hey, Central High Grizzlies, we turn it to you. Are you ready to win? If you're going to be a Bear, you might as well be a Grizzly. We're doing it. They're ready. Ralph, V-Dub, you're ready. Central Valley, you're ready. It's time to get it on. Let's go, Friday Night Rivals. Give it up.
All right, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by
Ralph
Carl's Jr. The Grizzlies will kick off. So we'll see the Clovis North offense first tonight.
2-0 versus 1-1. Buchanan also 2-0 in the track. They take on Clovis High. That's 1 win, 1 loss. So I tell you, and I talked to Tim Simons on our Coach's Great Day show Thursday morning, and he, along with me, agreed there's just never been that much parity in this track. Not only is there parity, there's great teams, and there's some exceptional football players, and I mean D1. You can look up and down these rosters, and I guarantee you in 2 or 3 years, you're going to see anywhere from 10 to 12 players playing D1 football. That's how it has been.
Tiago Payne getting ready to kick it off. Chase Maurer, number 3. Andrew Taki, number 14, back deep for Clovis North, standing just inside the 10. The left-footed kicker gets it away. Taking it to 5, this is Maurer. And he'll be dropped just across the 15-yard line. Vince, your keys to the game tonight.
Well, first of all, if you're Clovis North, you got to get some breathing room. Last 4 wins by a total of 18 points. They are playing it close. Now, that's one thing they talked about. Jeremy Miller, the quarterback, he has a tendency, or he has the knack to win that close game. Defensive improvement, 29.5 points per game. They let Clovis East drop 43 on them last week. And if you're Central, I think I can believe after last week's upset of Clovis High and Spore, it is his turn to turn it over. His senior year, 3rd-year starter, he's got to make it happen.
Lee on first down, out across the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
Okay, real quick, talking to the offensive coordinator, Billy Jack Erdman. They want to put hats on him. And let me tell you this, people. There's a gentleman by the name of Goda, of Richardson, of Perales, of Collier, and Holloway. I'm down on the field. That looks like a D1 line. These guys are gigantic. Look at their size. Look at those size. Mom and Dad work for groceries. These are some big bodies down there.
Pass is complete out to the 20. That'll be a loss of about 2 yards. Chris Hennell, the receiver.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Miller stared a little too long in the front. Okay, let's end this nonsense about 13 men and this and that. Here is the back judge. He will punch, he will hold. You see him, see right there, Chuck Calvert coming to you live in your living room. That's what should have been done last week after every play, not every series. The line judge will acknowledge him also. That was poor officiating in that Clovis High versus Central game. All you have to do is check off like we've seen right there. Now, Ralph, before we go any further on who made the tackle, this and that, we are going to move on. I talked to Rich Hammond at Clovis High this week. He's ready to move on. Hetherington, you saw him on our coaching show. He's ready to move on. So let's move on. That's the way it should be. But I just wanted to show the folks out there, those are the proper mechanics for each play as a back judge and the side and the flank acknowledging we have 11 players on the field. No more. We're done. Let's play some football.
All right, Vince, thank you very much. Jack Cooper gets the punt away. Takes a good bounce into Central Territory and did it at about 40. Let's see where they're going to spot that ball at the 45. And that's where the Grizzlies will have it for their first offensive possession.
And Ralph, I'm on the field pregame show, and I just cannot believe the development of quarterback Nick Spore, number 15. I mean, just look. When he was here as a sophomore and came off the bench and did some exciting things like that, but just take a look at number 15 as our cameras zoom in here as we watch this first play. Okay, so
may have been some movement before the snap.
Before the snap, adjustment.
Oh, get together. Okay. Prior to the snap, false start, number 2 offense. 5-yard penalty, replay first.
Look at him, there's our guy. Now, look how big he has grown out. He came in as Pee Wee Herman and is now leaving as Tim Tebow. That's how much weight he's gained in 2.5 years, Nick Spore.
Dennis Laney, the ball carrier, makes a couple of moves to gain 6 out to the 46.
And here's Laney, a kid. This is his first year of football.
As a senior.
Yeah, as a senior. Did not come out, came out as a senior, missed a lot of summer practices. With that, Coach Hetherington decided he's got to
Second down, Spore to throw. He's being pressured And he will be sacked. Joshua Asuncion on the sack.
Well, and I'll tell you what, this defensive line gets after it for Clovis North. They sacked Adrian Martinez at Clovis West. They sacked him 6 times in that upset victory over the Eagles. Well, I'm not even going to call it an upset anymore. But up front, they got some guys that can boogie. I'll tell you that right now. They get after it on defense.
On 3rd down, the pass incomplete. And it'll be 4th down. Central will have to punt.
Well, look up front. Like I said, we're talking about the Central defense. And we got the twins, the Halazian twins, and John and Mark. Each of them about 5'6", probably weigh about 215 each. So they started in the middle. Look for the name Kroll that we already talked about. But also, look for the kid named Hop. And if that name sounds familiar, it's been a mainstay here in this Clovis North football program with brother Hayden Hop.
Spohr with the big punt. And that is going to die inside the 5. They'll stop it at about the 2.
Yeah, I talked about brother Hayden Hop. Now Noah Hop has taken over here too. And he's probably their most athletic linebacker on defense.
Want to credit the right player, too, for that early sack. John Halazian for Clovis North, number 55, was in on the sack.
There he is.
Tim Simons.
The legend.
Boy,
the legend.
And that is the right word.
Yeah. Could not find a nicer guy. I mean, he is battling Will Rogers. Just one of the nicest, most gentle, genuine people you could ever meet. Loves this game of football.
And he's an architect. I mean, what he did with Clovis High to start, and then building this program from the ground up. David Akande, the ball carrier, number 5.
Yeah, and I talked to Simons yesterday on our coach's show. And before we sent off, we talked football. But I wanted him to share with us what Doc Buchanan has meant to him. And he talked about, getting hired by Doc Buchanan in 1967 in Clovis Unified. And just, reflected on the leader of men. And that's what Floyd Buchanan was about. Just a leader of men and making boys into men and, doing the right thing and competing. No doubt about it, Doc Buchanan loved that C word, and that is compete. Competition was good for all.
We've got dead ball, encroachment, 4 on defense, lined up offside.
You saw the shift, fooled everybody. Probably a good time to talk about our officials tonight. Yeah. Ken Hurds, the referee, the umpires, John Raymond, head linesman Efren Mendez, line judge Scott Hammock, and you already seen the back judge at work, Chuck Calvert.
Go ahead, Charles Calvert.
This is Lee.
I'm telling you.
Spins into the secondary, and he's pushed down across the 25. That'll be a 1st down.
Yeah. And you just should have heard, that last game, Clovis East versus Clovis North. And I've heard it from parents on both sides of the field, from Clovis East, from Clovis North. They're getting in my ear saying, have you seen that Jason Lee run? That guy he's got game. I mean, stop, start, spinning like you saw there. Toughness to run through you. First guy doesn't make the tackle, and he has enough juice to take it to the house. I'm telling you, Jay Lee is a special player, 21.
Now it's Akande. And nothing there, stacked up at the 25. This is the year of the running back, I think, in Valley High School football, because we've seen a lot of them. Every week seems like there's somebody who's just kind of burst onto the scene and had a nearly career performance.
Well, and let's start with Romello Harris out at Tulare. We can go Charles Williams, of course, at Bullard. And we can go Sidney Washington, too, at Bullard. Not only that, Isaiah Jones at Porterville, incredible year himself. So, yeah, this could be the year of the running back. And then let's not forget our guy Joe McDaniel out at Hanford. He is the goods, too.
Miller to throw, has it complete across the 30, 35 out at 37-yard line. That'll be a 1st down Connor Morris.
Yeah. And just
tight
a little,
end.
And there's a big body too. I'm telling you, when I'm on the field, and I've been on the field at Fresno State games doing announcing and things like that. Those guys are big up front. And this is what happens when you start running the ball well. You're going to pull out now. Which way did he go there? Just an easy pitch and catch. And the success of this play is made by you're running the football. Now, maybe a little late. He only threw him in the student body. But, hey, we're playing football tonight. Only about 10 feet out of bounds, but hey.
1st and 10, sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators. Miller to the other side has a complete. Taki, 40, 45, across midfield, but there is a flag at the 40.
Get the other receiver on the hole. And we apologize right now. Bullard had the same type of uniforms, that gray as the number, trimmed in black. Well, it's not trimmed enough, so it's going to be tough sometimes to pick up numbers. But right here, just a little smoke, get it out there, and then it's just schoolyard. And you see the block in the back, or they either called a block in the back or a hold right there. Good job of turning on the juice there by Taki.
So that wipes out the first down. Out at the, would have been about the 37. Penalty will take it back to the 30.
Right
to the right of the screen.
Not much. And that's just referee's opinion right there. I didn't think it was much.
Passes away and complete. Chad Fugman, the receiver. He got it out to about the 38.
Yeah, got about half of it back. You talk about good receivers. Chase Maurer, we've already seen Taki, a big play guy. Look for Taki to run back some punts and do some work on special teams. And we talk about Hennel, the possession receiver, and now we saw Fugman. So they got some weapons to work with, Miller does. A lot of shifting.
Akande gets a head of speed and bursts into the secondary over the right side. And a late penalty flag comes. And here comes another. Might have been a late hit out of bounds.
And so they're shifting, and a lot of times when you shift, you saw the tight end shift by himself. All of a sudden, you take 2 and 3 people over, and you got an unbalanced line, and that's what happened right there. And a good job of being patient. Good ball security there by Conde. Yeah, way late. Oh, that's too easy. Ridiculous.
So they'll tack on 15 yards to the gain.
Scrub.
Come on, dead ball, personal foul on the defense. First down.
Kavion Scrub.
Penalty takes the ball inside the 35 to the 33, where it's first down. Fake. Looking deep, throwing deep.
Oh.
Had a receiver out there that was incomplete.
And that's just the pass protection broke down at the end.
Chris Hennel, the intended receiver.
Yeah. And you talk about Miller. Miller is a guy, and, you know, they talked about when the game's on the line, he loves to have the ball in his possession. And there was a sign of a true competitor right there. He held on to it as long as he could, and then at the end, they just got too much contact on him. But that just shows you the guts of Miller willing to stay in the pocket. Had his man, just didn't have enough time.
Second and 10.
Look at him.
There goes Lee.
I'm
Bounce
telling
it back the other way. Nice change direction.
Look at this.
Another cutback. Inside the 5 at about the 2. So Jason Lee breaks one to get the team into the Toyota red zone.
And he's only going to get better as the game goes on. He runs harder and harder as the game goes on. Now, his position next year at the D1 level, it'll be on the strong safety defense side of the ball. But they pull back. That's all him right there.
Yeah, everything was designed to go to the right side.
Everything was designed to go to the right side. Too much penetration, and you saw how quick he could cut back. And then get off me. You bug me. It's going to take more than one to bring me down. Jay Lee going to work. Broncos look tough, playing a little smash mouth.
First and goal. Lee going to be stacked up and drop for a loss of maybe a yard.
And that's what it'll take against Jason Lee. You're going to see the linebacker come in. You're going to see a defensive lineman come in. You're going to see a corner come in. And that's what it takes, all three levels, to stop one guy. Team defense.
Robert Bohanna and Joshua Hernandez in defensively on that stop.
Yeah, Hernandez, Bohanna, along with Satelli probably, and of course Elijah Parks probably were the best of the defensive line on that one. And of course Hernandez and Mendoza from the inside.
This will be the 10th play of this drive that, remember, started at the 2-yard line after the punt.
And not only that, remember, they had a hold on the play that moved them back, and they still executed and got the first down. So it got a good 1-2 combination in Lee and Oakande.
Lee, touchdown.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead, nothing to it, nothing to be fancy, but I'll tell you, it's Goda, it's Richardson, Perales, Collier, Holloway. Garrett Richardson's got one of the best nicknames in high school football. They call him the Junkyard Dog, and the rest of his dogs got down and dirty with that one. Jason Lee gets the kudos. Jason Lee gets the cheerleaders and all the slaps on the back, but I'll tell you, it's that offensive line doing work.
The extra point put up and through for a 7-0 lead and a 98-yard drive. How about that? Your first offensive possession, you go 98 down the field.
Yeah, and just nothing fazed them either.
We'll be right back. 7-0, Clovis North leading Central.
It's easy to love a Subaru because a Subaru loves you back. A Subaru costs less to own than any other brand and holds its value better than any other brand, according to Kelley Blue Book.
For a limited time, we're offering a sign and drive lease on a 2015 Crosstrek for as little as $289. And now every Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance. Come to Lithia Subaru of Fresno today for a test drive.
Fruits and Veggies is a brand now called FNV. And they put Steph Curry in their ads to get me to eat more apples and stuff. I get it. The guy's an MVP. Problem is, all this is die-hard Russell Wilson. And I have a pretty strict, I'll eat more apples when I see more Russell in your ads policy. Until then, it's double cheese, no pickles, Russ. Double cheese, no pickles.
Introducing F&V. Which celebrity would get you to eat fruits and veggies?
Welcome back, everybody. That was actually Clovis North's second offensive possession, but a 98-yard drive nonetheless for a 7-0 lead. Hanel gets ready to kick it off. Into the end zone and through. That'll be a touchback.
Okay, back to the touchdown. Nothing special, just straight drive. And Jason Lee knows how to finish. But look at, when you get all those white shirts down in the end zone and black shirts are back in the end zone, you know you're doing some work up front. Jay Lee getting it done. Jason Lee, really like him. 6 carries, 57 yards already. And we're only in the first quarter. All right, can you say answer if you are Nick Spohr and company?
Spohr has it batted down. He tried to throw to the left side, and it was knocked down by Malik Godig.
Yeah.
Tonight's starting lineup is sponsored by Fashion Furniture.
Okay, like I said, keep your eyes on Malik White, wide receiver. Bohanna inside. Satelli, probably their best offensive lineman also. But it's Dennis Laney that has to make it go.
2nd and 10. Throwing to the near side, deflected and incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
And there's Jason Lee with the break on the ball, knocking it away, just like a safety coming off the hash, as you should. Pass intended for Nate Howard, one of the better athletes on the central side of the football. Pretty good toss. Good timing by Lee to get in and break it up.
They'll hand it off on 3rd. And Laney might be able to get a first down out of it. Dances around close to the 30. Let's send it back downstairs to Kevin for a Wendy's Hot and Juicy Sideline Report.
All right, 'tis the season for the Central Homecoming. I'm here with the Homecoming Players. This could be our last homecoming of the season, not quite sure, but hey, they featured seasons and they did skits right before the game. What class did you represent?
Sophomore class of 2018.
Yeah. What season were you and what'd you do?
We had the season of fall and we danced to Thriller.
Thriller, because it's a thriller. Hey, what class are you?
Junior 2017.
All right, what season were you and what'd you do?
Our season wins winter and we had a real dog.
What up, dog? Let's give it up. And what year are you?
We're the seniors and we had the season of summer.
And what'd you do, Mr. President?
We took the entire crowd through the motions of senior year and we are the best.
And it was very emotional. Hey, get out your phones. We're going to keep this conversation going. Get them out at hashtag FNRFresno, brought to you by Children's Services Network. Let's go, homecoming players. Let's tweet it up. Hashtag, let's go. Let's go. Come on, retweet it too. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Gambled on 4th and down, and they got it on the run by the quarterback Spoor.
Yeah, and that's what happens when your punter is also the quarterback.
Here comes the blitz. Looking deep. Intended for White. Overthrown. 2nd and 10.
Looks like they tried a double move. And that was Javon Bigelow, a sophomore.
Bigelow was out there along with White.
Tried a double move, and doesn't look like secondary and Clovis North was biting on it.
Live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNRFresno on who you think will be the player of the game. Player of the game is brought to you by El Pollo Loco. Laney, the ball carrier, run out of bounds at about the 35.
He just seems like just a horse to bring down, is Laney. Just a big body that runs hard and, you know, is not going to quit on you. And look at those arms thrown together there. Got some good trunks in his legs. So he looks like a guy that can finish the run. I don't think he's going to run away from you, but you might run around him.
Well, they only gave him to the 33. Here comes a blitz, and incomplete.
Great recognition by Spoor.
He was hit by Lee.
That ball's got to be caught. That's Bigelow, the sophomore. And if that name sounds familiar, that is Brandon Bigelow's younger brother. Of course, Brandon Bigelow, who starred here at Central, was just an incredible running back. Went on to play at Cal. And now I believe he's playing a little ball up in Canada. Should be here tonight. But that's Javon Bigelow, only a sophomore. So next year, you'll have Bigelow, you'll have Jalen Johnson, you'll have Malik White, and you'll have a pretty good sophomore. This is going to be a fun team to watch in the next coming years.
Lee took the short punt and returned it about 4 yards. Check that. That was Taki.
Taki.
He took it out to the 44, so good field position now, again, for Clovis North. During the 3rd quarter, we'll have the Scholar Athlete. That's sponsored by FNV. And that's during the halftime report, brought to you by Xfinity.
Well, I expect a lot of the same. Now, if you're Central, you're going to have to adjust. You might have to walk some people up to stop that powerful running game. That should open up the play action for Miller and company.
Akande is hit and brought down. Not much there. Number 23 on the tackle.
And a little too much dancing by Akande there. He's got to go full head. When you're running at the power angle there, you got to hard plant and get upfield. There's no reason or no room to dance in there. Okay, let those girls do the dancing. You got to hit the hole hard on the power there. Akande kind of hesitated, which allowed Central to get in for the loss on the play.
Chifumnanya and Yunwa on the tackle. That's number 23. Miller being flushed to the near side, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off right along the bench by Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, surprise. Now, there's a little gamemanship there by Mark Hetherington, because we thought Jalen Johnson's been out the whole year with a hip and a hamstring type of injury. So it started with the hip, also had some hamstring problems. Now this kid last year lit it up, him and Malik White. Jalen's going to play tonight, so talk about energy to this centralized football team. Jalen Johnson versus Brother Johnny. Plays at UCLA was an outstanding
All right, there's a player injured now, and Vince's microphone is apparently injured as well. So we're going to try and get you on a backup mic. Go ahead and take that other microphone. Okay, guys, I'll tell the guys in the truck he's onto the other microphone. Go ahead and talk.
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Here we go.
All right, did that fix it? Boy, good defense again by Clovis North. Back to the 49. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, and just with this interception, just just too good of field position not to make something happen. You're going to punt it back to Clovis North. And remember, Clovis North, here's a team that went 98 yards in about 15 plays. So you got to make something happen with this field position.
Spoor with the screen, and not much there.
And the reason why, screens only work well when it's man-to-man. Clovis North is in a zone situation. You're just guarding an area there. You're not following a man. They out-chalked them. And that's defensive coordinator David Steele on that one. Staying with the zone look. Screens aren't going to work against zone. They only work well against man. Clovis North just out-chalked them there.
DeAndre Brewer was the receiver on that play. And now we're going to talk it over. Taking a timeout on a 4th and about 10.
I think it's quarter.
Well, they've got time then.
It's in the quarter.
First quarter has been sponsored by Carl's Jr. Central faces a 4th and 10 when we come back for quarter number 2. Stay with us.
Remote Village lived Raymond. His internal clock was off, so he'd wake people for breakfast at all hours. While most were annoyed by Raymond, one man was inspired to serve breakfast all day with freshly cracked egg, ham, grilled bacon, and savory sausage. The loaded breakfast sandwich. Jack in the Box. Home of breakfast served all day.
When it comes to college football, I'll do anything to be where the action is. Can we move down towards the 50 here, girls? That's why I have X1. With the sports app, I can track multiple teams and jump between close games, which is perfect for me because my jumping days are over.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play and save when you bundle. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online today.
One more reason to experience fashion furniture is our incredible selection of Stuart David handcrafted wall beds. These are beautiful, solid wood beds that make the extra room in your home the perfect place for guests, while creating space for a home office, sewing, or playroom. Stuart David wall beds aren't just American-made. They're made right here in the Central Valley and available exclusively at Fashion Furniture River Park on El Paso, behind Bed Bath & Beyond.
This Monday, when you're the new girl, how do you make friends?
I'm throwing a party.
The guest list can include your ex-boyfriend and...
I'm sure you have other people to invite, right?
Quick, find some new friends.
Anyone want free booze?
And neighborhood hotties.
I think she's a meth addict.
The critics call it insanely entertaining and crazy good.
Wow, this party's a real who's who of... who?
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. New comedy this Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the second quarter. Clovis North with a 7-0 lead over Central. The Grizzlies will punt it away. Spore's punt is deadened right around the 15-yard line. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Keller Motors, home of a Keller deal. Go to kellerdeal.com. They'll spot it at the 14. First and 10 for Clovis North. And the first and 10 is sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators. Lee powering his way for a gain of about 4, maybe even 5. You know, you talked about the shifting, Vince. I can remember my son was playing in middle school, Alta Sierra, just as these guys were starting up. And when they went to play them, maybe it was the freshman team at Clovis North. They had never seen any shifting like that in anything they had ever played. And that was a pretty good freshman team, as I recall. And this is Lee with a great move. Steps out of a tackle, straight arms out of another one, and is thrown down as he crosses the 40-yard line, maybe right at the 40.
And he is the first person we talked about on our pregame show, and you see why. He is just putting on a show for us early.
You'll see on the replay a nice move at first, and that strong
bringing the guard around.
There's the
missed
move.
Tackle right there. There's the shake. There's the rattle, and there's the roll. Say hello to my little friend. How's that straight arm for you?
First and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, he's got it all.
Lee again kind of did a sidestep and is going to pick up maybe 9.5.
And this reminds me of the cut that he had in the first quarter. Remember, they had set up for power to the outside there. He just busted across with great vision as he saw too much penetration. Same thing happened there. This was designed to go to the left, okay? And then all of a sudden, he's on the lane that cut back to the right, and he's just got great balance. And first guy doesn't make the tackle, and he always finishes forward.
They're looking right away at his left arm and hand area. Maybe the elbow.
That could be key to the
going
game.
Up to the shoulder even. So Akande is in. He's the ball carrier. And David Akande should have the first down at the 48 of Central.
Physical football game. And if you think it's some of the last Valley Championship, it hasn't been spread. It's been a situation like this where they run the football.
First and 10 is sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators. Akande working behind a blocker. Dropped it about the 43. Garrett Richardson was out in front.
That's our guy. Bringing that guard around. Akande getting better as he gets more carries there. Remember last time he hesitated in the hold, not this time. Showed the patience of where it's going to be, good track, and then waited for his big nasty to come around and lead him up through. So they're getting it done. They're getting it done with Lee, and now Akande getting it going. They're right there where
Lee
Lee
went
might
out on that play,
Looked as though he said he was fine. Here we go again. Excellent bounce.
Akande moves to the outside, now down the sideline, inside the 35. One of the coaches takes a tumble. They'll spot it at the 33.
Yeah. Excellent bounce there. And that's what happens. You know, they're running a lot of power. They're trying to plug the power hole, and that's great vision by Akande, just bouncing it outside like that. Here we go. Right there. And here's Johnson returning to action, and right into your living room.
That's one of our guys.
Oh my goodness.
That was a coach.
Somebody's beverage got spilled on that one.
Yikes.
Oh no. Somebody pick up those beer cans, huh?
Yeah, now they're checking out the camera too. The camera's on the trainer's table over on the sideline. Everything working?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, our guys are tough. Our guys are tough as nails. You don't be no cameraman. You don't get to be a cameraman being a sissy, Ralph. You got to be in the middle, be able to take a hit and bounce back up like an Energizer Bunny and keep on going. And is exactly what Clovis North offense is doing with Lee or with Akande.
Well, we have a chance now. Send it down to Kevin for a Wendy's Hot and Juicy Sideline Report. Kevin?
All right, we are here with my main man, one of our main sponsors, Chris Stubner from Wendy's. How you doing, Chris?
We're doing great tonight.
All right, first of all,
weather.
Hey,
Love it.
It's great, right? And first of all, I got to say thank you so much because you have been hooking us up with the grub all season long. The guys upstairs in the truck, we say thanks.
Hey, anything for you all.
All right, now speaking of Wendy's, anything at all, we love the deals that you guys are offering. What's up right now at Wendy's?
We've got the 4 for $4 right now at Wendy's. It's the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. And I said Junior Bacon. It has the bacon in it.
Yes.
We have nuggets, our fresh cut sea salt fries, a drink for $4 right now at Wendy's.
You had me at bacon. Can you say that one more time?
Yes, bacon. Junior Bacon Cheeseburger.
Beautiful. And then we love our Valley Football Guide here, sponsored by Wendy's. We appreciate that so much. And inside, you've got a really special feature. What's going on inside here?
Well, right now, for all the high school seniors, they should be looking at the High School Heisman, which is from Wendy's. And all the information's in the guide right now that they can apply for the scholarships right now.
Okay, scholarship, high school players, strike that pose, sponsored by Wendy's. Yep. And then rumor has it that Halloween's coming up. If I step into Wendy's and I say trick or treat, what do you have for me?
And I say trick or treat back. We have the Halloween coupon books from Wendy's right now for $1, which all the proceeds go to the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. You get 5 Frosties.
My favorite, Frosties, maybe a little bacon on that. Chris Stubner, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, and it's okay, I'm gonna maybe borrow these. Let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno, brought to you by Children's Services Network. V-Dub, Ralph, I'll save some for you if you're nice. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Kevin, yeah, just make sure you got enough for everybody there. Jason Lee trying to get the yard he needed for the first down. It's gonna be very close, might be just short.
Yeah. A little short, and I think the field turf got him on that one. Remember, as far as the track goes, this is the only one that has field turf. Other than that, they'll play at La Monica and they'll stay at Veterans Stadium, but this is the only place that has field turf. Where's our camera guy? Bam! Solid. He fumbled the camera.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got to have camera security. You can't let the ball get away like that. You can't let that camera get away. We need camera security. No fumbles. Missed a big down.
Yeah, now let's see if it's going to be big enough.
Yeah,
it was
there
late.
he
They
is.
might have to measure.
There's our guy. Tough as nails. Come on back. Pulling a Willis Reed. Didn't get it. Missed it on our replay. Sorry about that.
So the defense holds.
Big down.
Good stop by Central because it looked like Clovis North was just going to roll right down the field again behind the running of Lee. Purchase a DVD copy of tonight's game. Contact CVT. The phone number is area code 559-323-5956. This is Laney off the right side. Ball comes out at the 35, covered by Clovis North. Is it a fumble to the Broncos?
We're going to see if they call him down or not.
Lee came out of there with the football. Let's see what the call is. They're changing sides, so it looks like they may give it to Clovis North.
During the run against the offense, we also have a fumble recovered by White. Penalties declined.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
So the penalty was against Central,
take a
covered
look.
by North.
He wasn't down because he was on top of the player. Good call by the officials. See this? There's Kroll. Yeah, Kroll had it. He's not even down. No knees down or anything. If anything, he's on Kroll. And it is Kroll patrol causing the fumble there, and I think Jason Lee fell on it. Two guys we highlighted right off the get.
Lee did get it. He was in there on defense, but he's not there on offense. Conde is back, tailback.
Excellent play by Kroll. Seek and destroy. Loving it.
Miller looking, throwing deep. There's a flag. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for Fugman, but there was a penalty flag thrown at the 19.
Here it is right there. He's already got it out. Laney's not even close to being down. Kroll almost pulled it over and just kept it himself. But there's Jason Lee and the rest of his teammates coming in, scooping that up. So there's Kroll making a highlight film for himself right off the get-go there.
Got defensive pass interference, grab and a hold. 15-yard penalty results in a first down.
So the penalty takes it to the 23 of Central. After that fourth down stop, their defense is right back out there again after the turnover. The pitch to Akande. Looking for somewhere to go, and he's taken down from behind. Coming in on a fast pursuit for that stop, Robert Bohanna, number 56.
And they had everybody bunched to the right, almost student body right. I mean, the whole Clovis North student body's bunched to the right. They toss, but look how deep he goes. I almost thought it was a quarterback throwback. And then right there, he's done.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Yeah.
So it's 2nd and 18.
Yeah. And was that our guy Mendoza?
Bohanna.
Bohanna, my bad. Yeah, just too deep of a track on that one.
Akande again on the right side. Out of bounds at the 20.
Not a bad 1-2 combination in Lee and Akande. And Akande only a junior. 5'9", 185. Good vision there. Switching the ball security. So here we go. What do we got? About 3rd and 6? 3rd and 7?
Right at the edge of the Toyota red zone.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7, we'll call it.
Looks like they got man all over the field. And they're coming. Here they come. Got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it.
Going to take off.
Yeah.
Breaks a tackle.
Wow.
Inside the 20 to about the 17.
Yeah. And here's the key. You saw them coming. It wasn't that difficult to pick up. They were going to be in man. So if you're a quarterback, Miller, you got to know it's 1, 2, 3. It's got to be gone. It's got to be gone right now. Okay, and I'm not sure the routes, but there had to be some slants and things like that you've got to recognize, or a fade. Something's got to be thrown quick. You don't have time for long developing plays. You've got to get rid of it quick on that one. So they got you on chalk with that one. That ball's got to be getting rid of because you know blitz is coming. You got man all over the field.
Chase Maurer attempting the field goal of 34 yards, and it is good.
Chase Maurer is money.
So the Broncos add to their leads. Now Clovis North 10, Central nothing. We'll be back right after this timeout.
My dad thinks the best color for a car is red. My cousin says he prefers European cars. And my friend, well, he thinks everyone should drive what he drives. My car is my car, and it's my choice. Mitsubishi.
Your car, your style at FresnoMitsubishi.com. Lease a new 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport for only $179 per month plus tax at Fresno Mitsubishi on Blackstone across from Food Max.
In a world where hunger grows and time runs short, Dickey's Family Packs are here to save the day. Heroic amounts of slow-smoked meats joining forces with home-style sides to knock out any size appetite. You'll be everyone's hero when you bring home Dickey's. It's the attack of the Family Packs, now playing at a Dickey's near you. Dickey's, we speak barbecue.
Smile Cam. You got to smile.
All right, Get Happy Smile Cam sponsored by
there it
Toyota.
is. Jules Weston in the house. Show those pearls that Daddy has to collect cams for. Look at those. There's the Smile Cam. Jules Weston. It's Take Your Daughter to Friday Night Rivals night. Loving it. Loving it. All right, having fun tonight up here. Listening to Storm and how silly Dad can be. How smooth Ralph is.
The kick in the end zone for a touchback, so it comes out to the 20. That's a 1st and 10, sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators.
See head coach Mark Hetherington. Now, Mark is a Buchanan graduate, 2000 Valley champions under head coach Mike Vogt. Of course, his offensive coordinator was my head coach in Max Newberry. We want to wish Max the best. Oh, bad snap.
Yeah, it went to Laney, who had to go down to the ground to cover it.
But Hetherington, a quarterback, he rotated with Jason Baca. And like I said, it was that 2000 Valley Championship team, had Josh Durrell on it, Josh Lopez, Tyler Reese, and several other big-time players. And they went on and beat Clovis in the semis and beat Bakersfield in the finals. And, you know, here he is. And again, I just want to give a shout-out to my former head coach, Max Newberry. I know he tunes in every week. And look at Laney. Laney finding a lane.
Yeah, Laney got out across the 20. Maurer did a good job to bring him down, actually, with the tackle. Otherwise, he had a lot of room to roam, and then there's a personal foul penalty tacked on.
And that's going to be on whoever came in and cleaned up with Mike Gonzalez, and that's not a smart play. And if we can catch it on our replay after Ken Hurd gives us the penalty.
Dead ball foul, late hit, 22 white, 15-yard penalty, result in first down.
Yeah. And Jason Helmuth, he's got to be smarter than that. And it was away from the ball, so that made it real easy for the referees to pick up. Here we go.
Now there's Maurer with the clean tackle.
Yeah. And Laney's still trying to keep balance. So play's done right there. And then right there comes in. You know, trying to protect on a Condi there. You know, just not a very smart play. And I'm sure Tim Simons and crew will let him know that. And you know this. You cannot come in late and clean up like that.
False start cost them 5, so they'll move it back after the 15-yard penalty forward.
Okay, Nick Spoor, 1 of 6 for 2 yards. You're not going to win many football games going 1 of 6 for 2 yards. They got to get going.
Spoor has to run. He's tripped up.
On his own rim. It is just not clicking.
Don't know if he tripped on the feet of one of his own offensive linemen or if it was a defender, but right around the 30, he got tripped up and stumbled forward to the 33.
And you talk about Nick Spoor, and of course, with Spoor, his brother Will played at Reedley High School, is playing at Malone College, and that's where the Hall of Fame game is. He just tripped up right there. And of course, his dad, who I saw on the way up here, Bill, played with him at Fresno State. He is the pride of Emmanuel and was an outstanding linebacker for Fresno State. So the lineage is there as far as Spoors go in football. And now this is just schoolyard.
Nate Howard was a receiver, but Akande pounced on him immediately.
Akande going double duties on him.
Lost back to about the 31.
Yeah, and that just looked like schoolyard.
Fans, you can live tweet Kevin Miller at #FNRFresno on who you think is the player of the game. Player of the game is brought to you by El Pollo Loco.
Right now, Jason Lee's already got the chips and salsa going. The meat will come. Big down for Central.
Spoor looking deep. Overthrows the intended receiver. Incomplete. That was intended for Michael Gonzalez.
Yeah, and we have not even seen Malik White touch the ball. Now, I saw him live go over the top of the Buchanan secondary for a long game, but, you know, and I asked Coach Hetherington, who do you want to highlight on offense? It just didn't take him long to reply with Malik White, but we have not seen Malik White touch the football. You got to give him chances for him to make plays. So that would be some of my halftime adjustments on the sideline. Forget about X's and O's. Let's talk personnel, getting the ball to Malik White.
Taki calls for the fair catch. It is bobbled, but he retains it.
Yeah, and we almost had an inadvertent whistle there. That was close.
Well, that would have ended the play regardless.
Yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
Just about the time the ball came out, we heard the whistle.
Yeah. Close. Right about there. I thought I heard a whistle. Maybe I didn't. But it's
I heard it too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, it was quick, and fortunately, the guy who dropped it got it back.
Right.
Lee is back in the backfield now. And they'll test him right away. Off the left side, he goes backwards for about 4 yards, but a penalty flag is thrown in where you might expect maybe a holding penalty.
The running back coach for Buchanan is Benito Martinez. We call him Bull, Benny Martinez. He has been part of Tim Simon's staff all the way back.
Turn to run, holding, 73 White, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Yeah, but Bull Martinez, he's been part of Tim Simon's staff way back in the Clovis High days. This past spring, he spent an entire week in Oregon football learning the spread offense, but for the spread offense for the run game. People have the spread offense for the pass, but Oregon, as you know, don't let that camouflage fool you. They spread you out, but they run the football. So that's what Clovis North wanted to implement this year, the spread run game, and you're seeing a little taste of it now.
Lee still fighting for yardage, gets out to about the 36 or 37-yard line. He'll come out for a breather. Akande back in. Second down at about 13. Four receivers in. Three to the near side. Miller gets away, but can't get away at the 20-35.
Jules. And you can see the competitiveness of Miller, and that's one thing Mark Hetherington highlighted. You know, when the game's on the line, and Buchanan, Clovis North has had some real close contests this year, and number 7 wants the ball when the game is on the line. Just loves to compete and get after it.
3rd and 16. Broncos will again go with 4 receivers. Conde, the running back. This is Taki. Great tackle out in the open field by Tajari Packard.
Yeah, and Tajari Packard, probably the best corner on the Central Grizzly team, came up big plays. That right there was a matter of Packard wanting to get more. I'm not sure who the receiver was, but he's got to maintain his back. Anytime you're going spread type game where you want to just throw it to a smoke route, get it out there in space and let athletes do anything, receivers nowadays, they've got to be able to block. You know, it's almost as in basketball, you got to be able to play one-on-one. You've got to be able to block one-on-one and not allow that defender to go by you. So it's almost a situation where you're playing in space. Packard got off the block and made the tackle.
It seems like that play fails more times than it succeeds, but when it succeeds, it can hit it big.
Yeah.
But to rely on those receivers out there to block, sometimes they'll be
and they're
penalized.
just not used to it. Yeah. And you saw the hold earlier,
right.
and they're just not used to it. Well, nowadays, you know, now that 6th and 7th graders and 8th graders are now running spread, you're going to have a physical receiver that blocks. Not only can you catch, not only do you run patterns, but it used to be the only time you'd have a receiver in there is to crack back on a toss sweep. Well, those days are done. Receivers have to be able to stock block, and I mean really hold your man in space where the recipient of that quick smoke route can do some damage. Kicking game, is that what Tim's talked about? Kevin Miller alluded to, kicking game. Wanted to improve the kicking game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I've heard talk that some of these guys say, yeah, I'm a receiver, I don't want to block.
Yeah. And no such thing. No more selfish receiver talk.
Hey, immediately following our game, watch Rain, followed by America's Next Top Model, only on CWK Free 59. So Central has the ball back again, just over a minute to play in the first half. Despite not doing much on offense,
nothing at all, except
the Grizzlies are not.
Oh, wow.
Well, they're only 10 points down.
Yeah.
A good tackle by Akonde on Laney.
And Laney's been the only real bright spot on the Central offense. Other than that, they just have not executed. And a lot of it has to do with the defensive side of the football. Getting off the block. Again, we just talked about receivers that need to hold their block.
This time they got something going. This is Nate Howard. Bumped out of bounds inside the 30, inside the 25. They'll spot that at the 24.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a 1st and 10, sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators.
Okay, get it back.
Finally a connection.
Smoke route. Oh, juke the man. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Had Jason Lee with some broken ankles on that one. Lost contain and everything else.
35-yard pickup.
Finally, some excitement.
Spoor fakes.
Got some time.
Can't find anybody. He's going to throw it anyway. He has a receiver.
There it is.
Juggling catch. And the touchdown. That's Howard again.
There it is. Nate the Great, Howard. Another junior. Boy, they are stockpiled at receiver. 2 big plays by Nate Howard has turned this into a ball game. It has been Clovis West since the national, it has been Clovis North since the national anthem. Central has not done anything until number 13 has decided, let's get back in this football game. Let's get back in this track race.
Thiago Payne on for the extra point.
Oh, buzzkill.
And he missed it.
Yeah, buzzkill after that. Got to be able to make that extra point.
3 catches for Howard.
Yeah. And just staying with it. Staying with it. But credit goes to Nick Moore, just making time, and making it happen at the end.
That's a great catch, though, because he had to reach back. His body was going the other way.
And kept it alive.
Stay tuned for the halftime report brought to you by Xfinity, featuring Family Healthcare Network Educator Sponsor. So that touchdown has energized this side of the field.
And
Central.
they are rocking. It's a house party in the Central student body. Getting their cheer on. Oh. Getting as loud as Oregon.
Payne to kick it off. This will be Maurer. 25-30. And dropped as he crosses the 30. So 24 seconds left, right before halftime.
Well, I think if you're Tim Simons, you're content with a 10-7 lead. And I would say once you get to the halftime, you talk about this is a funny game. You have dominated the entire first half, but yet you're only up 3 points.
Penalty flag comes in before that play.
Dead ball, illegal substitution, 12 men on the field when the snap is imminent.
Okay.
All right. We're not going to talk about it.
Nope.
We're not going to talk about it.
They caught it. That's the good part. They caught it.
Chuck Calvert getting it done. Oh, wow. There you go, Chuck. You show them. You're only allowed 11. Oh, wow.
All right,
here we go.
5-yard penalty.
Yeah, let's play football. Let's play football. There's our guy, Mendoza. Talked to him before the game. I said, no cramps like last year against Bullard. He laughed it off with me. Good football player. Oh, man.
Far side's going to cut it back inside now. Get to about the 47. That'll be a 1st and 10.
I think they're going to use a timeout, too.
Clock is stopped. And you're right, they just did call the timeout, did the Broncos, to talk about it.
Well, you got a pretty good field goal kicker in Maurer. On the outside, you're going to deal with Taki and maybe Fugman. Going up and picking it.
Yeah, maybe Hennell.
Yeah, Hennell also, very good receiver too. Guys that can go get it.
And then defensively,
stay
talking
back.
About don't let anybody get behind you.
Don't let anybody get behind you. And if you're Clovis North, I would look for something deep, a deep dig down the middle, get yourself in field goal range. I mean, you got pretty good footing with the turf out there, the field turf. And like I said, Maurer made that last field goal look easy.
One timeout left for each side.
Okay, so plenty of time. Like I said, I'm looking at a long dig route.
There's the fake. Miller's going to throw deep. Looking for Fugman. Got it. Inside the 10, down to about the 5. With
There it
4
is.
seconds left.
And there's your field goal.
Wow.
And my first recollection of Chad Fugman was when I saw him play basketball last year as a sophomore. Very athletic. Of course, Dad Brett and I went to Clovis West together. Grandfather is Jim Fugman, longtime administrator in Clovis Unified, and was Valley champion football coach for the Cougars in 1974. So the Fugman name has been around Clovis for a long time. I could not believe how athletic this kid was when I saw him on the basketball court last year. So here it is. I'm not sure you need to play action, but there's Miller giving it everything he has from his left field position. And I say that because he's a starting left fielder for Chris Patrick in the baseball team there, and he just let it loose. Play at the plate. Let it loose, Miller. And he did. Fugman goes up and plucks it. Could be 3 points, or are they going to go for it? Big decision here.
Well, you've burned your timeout now.
Right.
47 yards on that play, down to the
there he is.
8 inside the Toyota red zone.
Way to go get it, Chad Fugman. Not bad at all.
Be first and goal. No timeouts.
Yeah. 6'2", 180-pound junior went up. And
well, actually, they show that they still have 1 timeout left.
4 seconds, this is it. Yeah, and they've got the field goal. You see the T coming out. This is it. You're either going to go for the end zone or you're going to kick the field goal. I don't think that timeout would have done anything with 4 seconds. So, look at him. I tried to juke him, Coach, after I caught it. Just didn't have enough.
Hennell holds. Maurer. This will be a 25-yarder. Almost straight on.
Yeah, and like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, Chase Maurer is money.
And it's good just as the clock hits zeros. Tonight's second quarter has been sponsored by Keller Motors, home of a Keller deal. Go to kellerdeal.com. So I thought it was a long shot they'd be able to score with that little time left on the clock, 14 seconds, but the 47-yard pass play put him in position.
Right, and Ralph, you said it yourself, nobody should be able to get behind you. First quarter there.
That's the first touchdown by Lee.
There's Miller. Jalen Johnson, surprise return for Central, picking it off. Akande and our cameraman. Akande versus the cameraman. Akande wins. There's Eric Kroll on patrol. And once again, what do I always say? Chase Maurer is money.
All right, let's send it down to the sideline, and Kevin Miller with the head coach of the Broncos. Kevin?
All right, I'm here with legendary coach of Clovis North, Mr. Tim Simons. Coach, you lead pretty much the whole half. They score that touchdown, but then you get that great play in the field goal. What does that do for your team going into halftime?
Well, it's a nice lift, but this Grizzly team, they're very tough. This is a war of a game, and it's going to keep going back and forth like that the whole second half, too, I believe.
All right, track 6, it's always a battle. And what's your message to the team going into the second half?
We got to finish. We got to finish, and it's not going to be easy.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck. Go get with your guys.
Thank you.
Ralph, Vince, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Coach Simons. Really just a treat. Anytime I'm around him.
Yeah.
He lifts you, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is something special.
All right, we are at halftime. Clovis North with a 13-6 lead over Central. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
College football, I'll do anything to be where the action is.
Can we move down towards the 50 here, girls?
That's why I have X1. With the sports app, I can track multiple teams and jump between close games, which is perfect for me because my jumping days are over.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play and save when you bundle. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online today.
It was the day before the big fair opened. My guys were driving our 100-foot Ferris wheel to Oregon and discovered they needed 2 new tires. The tires were an oddball size, so they called Les Schwab.
We're on it.
They located replacements but had to go to another store. With time ticking away, they got our truck back on the road. The truck arrived at the fairgrounds at midnight, but we got that wheel up just in time. I'm Michael Davis, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
It's the Toy Hauler and Travel Trailer Liquidators Summer Clearance Liquidation Sale. Now through month end. 2016 travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, tent trailers, campers, and motorhomes must go now. Over 650 units and 154 plans from top manufacturers will be sold now. Make an offer, any offer. Easy financing, and we need your trade. Buy now and receive a complimentary battery, starter kit, PDI walkthrough, and 24-hour technical support. Plus, we'll send you camping. Check us out at toyhaulerliquidators.com and take advantage of our super fast doorstep delivery.
Your health is your life. When it rushes to greet you, you realize what matters. These moments where tears and laughter mix. They hold our attention. They hold us together. It's why we hope, why we work, and it's how we live. By holding on to our health, we hold on to life. And so we're here with you for life.
Black Angus beef and bacon? So Tex. Fire roasted peppers and onions? It's Mex. Let's settle this. Tex! Tex!
Should we tell him it's both?
Eventually.
When Tex meets Mex, it's a win-win. The Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. This Monday, take a moment.
I'm shutting the door, and I'm thinking that was weird.
And brace yourself.
Oh my God.
Because nothing cuts deeper.
Acting. Please, you're not that good of an actor. I know you don't mean that.
Than the truth.
Turns out I had 1 sperm sample left. Petra stole it, inseminated herself, and now she's pregnant with my baby.
What the?
Jane the Virgin. All new this Monday at 9/8 Central on the CW.
Welcome to the Halftime Show. It's brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Now to take you through halftime, we send it back down to the field and Kevin Miller. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Ralph. Welcome to the Educator Spotlight, sponsored by Family Healthcare Network. I'm here with Central Principal, Mr. Robert Perez. How you doing this evening?
Fantastic. Great evening.
All right, thanks for having us. And Athletic Director at Clovis North High School, Mr. Kobe Lindsay. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for having us tonight.
All right, thanks for being here. Now, Principal Perez, we'll start with you because you got some homecoming festivities going on that you want to get to. First year principal, right?
Absolutely.
How's it going at Central High School first year?
Great. Teachers are working hard. Academics, leading with academics. Students are working hard. Our co-curricular activities. Great time to be a Grizzly right now.
Awesome. And with homecoming, a lot of festivities going on this week?
Absolutely. It's been a great week. A lot of energy, a lot of positive energy. Great student body, great showing tonight. So
yeah,
really
and we had a great conversation with your students about homecoming. Hey, what's trending now on the Central High campus?
Academics. You know, our teachers are working hard. Students are working hard. Our co-curricular activities are going. Our ag always. So it's a great time to be a Grizzly right now.
It's very live, that's for sure. And what does it mean to your students, your community, to be a part of Friday Night Rivals?
You know, we are very fortunate to be a part of this. It's an extra, it's just that little extra for the week. You know, with the cameras, our coaches are a little more excited. Our students are fired up to be on TV, so it's a good week.
Definitely, and currently they've taken the lead in the Student Selfie Retweet competition. They're #1 right now, so congratulations. Hey, you go get, because you're about to crown Homecoming King and Queen, Mr. Robert Perez. Thank you so much for joining us, Central High School. All right, and Kobe stepping in for Scott Dilley, principal at Clovis North.
Yes.
His daughter's a freshman at Cal Poly, and it's parent weekend, is that right?
That is correct, and she's in the choir, and she's probably at her performance right now. So.
Very cool. So shout out to Mr. Dilley.
Yeah.
Now, Clovis North, right now, you got something pretty cool going on at Twilight. What's going on?
Yeah, so it's really neat that all of our sports really try to create a buzz for what they're doing, and we have the Twilight Run right now at Clovis North, and it's basically a cross-country Friday Night Lights. And And so the whole campus is lit up with about 40 portable lights. They have a course that goes through the campus, and it really is exciting for those cross-country runners to be able to run at night instead of during the middle of the day.
Oh, I bet. Hey, we got to talk to our producers at Channel 59. We're going to have Friday Night Rivals out on the cross-country meet at Clovis North.
Do it.
Would you have us?
Yes, you guys got it.
All right.
We're on it.
All right, contract committed. All right. What's trending now at Clovis North?
Well, the neat thing is our programs are really giving back to the communities. We are sponsoring the Central Valley Children's Hospital Tip-Off Classic. It's going to be the second annual, and all the proceeds go back to Valley Children's Hospital. They have a young woman or child come, and they're like a team sponsor. They're on the bench with the team. It's really neat event. Excuse me.
Yeah, and some of the proceeds in honor of John Riding. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we also had the Hard Driven Challenge, which was our volleyball tournament, and we actually gave out the John Riding Memorial Scholarship, and it was a really neat special deal.
A man who has made a difference, and you're making a difference. Kobe Lindsay of Clovis North, Athletic Director, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back right after this.
It's been 2 years since our Ford Lincoln store moved from downtown.
And we became Colorado Center.
We've added an on-site quick lane facility.
Open for any cars to all customers.
And a pre-owned store.
With more than 250 now available.
This month, our Pink Tag sale will honor Relay for Life.
Drive the new 2015 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LTZ with $9,000 off MSRP. Celebrate with us all month at Colorado Center, where you always
deal and save.
Fruits and Veggies is a brand now called FNV, and they're using Jessica Alba in their ads to lure me into eating more things like carrots. Makes sense, girl's a straight-up executive. But my plan is to have a record deal before I'm 25. Yeah. So if you want me eating more carrots, I'm gonna need to see some more chart-topping musicians in those ads. Pizza's here. Notice she didn't say carrots are here.
Introducing F&V. Which celebrity would get you to eat fruits and veggies?
After many months of traveling the world, Jack was longing for something familiar. Home. He was welcomed with Grandma's Southern-style chicken. At that moment, Jack knew what to do. Share it with the world. Southern-style breaded all-white meat chicken on a gourmet signature bun. The Homestyle Ranch Chicken Club.
It's easy to love a Subaru because a Subaru loves you back. A Subaru costs less to own than any other brand and holds its value better than any other brand, according to Kelley Blue Book.
For a limited time, we're offering a sign and drive lease on a 2015 Crosstrek for as little as $289. And now every Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance. Come to Lithia Subaru of Fresno today for a test drive.
You walked into the party like you were walking onto a yacht. You had strategic. You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you, don't you?
Toyota, let's go places.
All right, we are back with the Xfinity halftime report, and quite fitting, we are with the Xfinity representative, also of Comcast, Mr. Joe Bell. Joe Bell, how you doing?
Great to be here, Kevin. Thank you.
All right, and this is your first Central Valley Friday Night Rivals, is it not?
Yes, sir, it is, and it's a great time.
Oh,
Thanks
boy.
for having us.
Absolutely, a great game. Now, Central Valley is a great place, special place. California is a special place, and you all at Xfinity, you are committed to California, are you not?
We are absolutely committed to California, Kevin. As a leading technology and entertainment company, we are proud to employ over 12,000 Californians, so we are absolutely committed to California.
All right, and then you have some innovative products out there. You got a new platform that you're offering?
We are absolutely excited about our X1 platform. We continue to innovate that platform. X1 is one of our, I have to just say, a very awesome product. You have every opportunity to record up to 5 programs at one time. You can download live programs to your smart devices and take them with you on your phone, your iPad. you control your viewing experience, and we're very happy to be able to oblige our customers in that manner.
I just recently saw that commercial, and you can just flip through and watch whatever you want.
Whatever you want, anytime you want. It's your discretion, so it's great.
Awesome. And your commitment to the community, being a part of Friday Night Rivals, community is so special to you all at Comcast.
Absolutely it is. Part of our commitment to California is making sure that we're investing in our communities, and we're happy to say that we invest over $62 million annually in scholarships, grants, and improving our economic growth and workforce development.
Benefits the students like the ones we have right back there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, and then the customer service is off the charts, right? You've got that commitment to customers. Could you share a little bit?
Yes, sir. We want to make sure that, number one, our best product is our customer experience. We realize that we are nothing without our customers, and it's our goal every day to make sure we're transforming that experience, making all of our transactions seamless and with great ease, and making sure that you, our customer, are enjoying every bit of Comcast that we have to offer.
And we are, and we know our viewers are enjoying Friday Night Rivals thanks to Xfinity. We thank you, Mr. Joe Bell, for your commitment to the customers, and we'll be back with the Xfinity halftime report right after this. Oh, yeah.
Something strange is happening at Central Valley Honda's Supernatural Sales event.
Well, we are having a huge sale.
Hondas are inexplicably flying off the lot.
Well, leases like $149 on a new 2015 Civic and $209 on the amazing 2015 CR-V. That might explain it.
Hurry, this event ends soon, and it's supernatural.
It's a great sale, but supernatural?
In a world where hunger grows and time runs short, Dickey's Family Packs are here to save the day. Heroic amounts of slow-smoked meats joining forces with home-style sides to knock out any size appetite. You'll be everyone's hero when you bring home Dickey's. It's the attack of the Family Packs, now playing at a Dickey's near you. Dickey's, we speak barbecue.
The all-new Fiat 500X crossover. With 70 standard and available safety features, including options like blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, lane sense lane departure warning, and all-wheel drive. The capability you need now comes with the style and personality you want.
It starts now. Serrano's Furniture Super Sale. Save now on sofas, dining room sets, bedroom sets, and all Serta mattresses in stock. If you're looking for top quality furniture, now is the time to visit Serrano's Furniture. Save thousands of dollars when buying from the local guys. Take advantage of no interest financing till 2020. Serrano's Furniture has been furnishing homes for over 28 years in the Central Valley. Visit the Serrano's Furniture closest you online at serranosfurnituregalleries.com. Serrano's.
There's courage in the middle.
How about a fight? Yeah, we'll totally fight you.
After school, your house.
Oh, I'll be there. I live there. I have no after-school activities.
The middle, 5 times a week.
Weeknights on the Central Valley CW.
When celebs break up, hook up, shape up, crack up, lock up, clean up, TMZ's there!
Ariana Grande, she goes, I hate America.
She's saying it's too much freedom of donut.
We got the right to bear claws!
On the Central Valley CW.
And welcome back to the Xfinity halftime report. I'm with the Les Schwab guys, and they say timing is everything with TV. Hey guys, check it out. We're gonna have the tire roll coming up in 3, 2, 1. There they go. Who you got? Clovis North? Oh, Central's got a big lead now. Uh-oh. No, it's neck and neck. Oh, they need a rotation and some balance over there for the Broncos. Oh, it's a photo finish. They're saying Central. That could be an indication of things to come in the second half. Adam, your first time, this is Adam Gregory, by the way, of the Shaw store. His first time at Friday Night Rivals. What are you thinking so far?
Hey, so far it's great. A lot of good rivalry here, and it's kind of his store versus mine out here on the field, too.
Oh, all right, we got some friendly rivalry going on here. Hey, Adam, stores, Les Schwab tires, opening up all over the place. What are some new stores that are taking place now?
Yeah, we're excited. We're going to be in the new new store in Reedley. We're going to be in Hanford, and also Merced and another store in Bakersfield pretty soon. So we're looking forward to a lot more stores next year.
Okay, from top to bottom in the Central Valley, you guys take a look. They're opening up everywhere. Thanks, Adam. And of course, Matt Clift of our Herndon store. You're a veteran. You know what's up, right?
Yeah, I've been here once.
Yeah, or twice. And always new products, always new tires featured at Les Schwab. What's going on that's new at Les Schwab?
Well, you know, we just introduced our new Backcountry SQ4. It's been doing a really good job for us. Nice and quiet down the highway, good all-terrain tread, so it's been doing really good.
So reliable. And, you know, you guys have always been a mainstay here on Friday Night Rivals. We appreciate your involvement in the community. Why is it that Les Schwab is so involved in community events such as FNR?
You know, Les Schwab's always given back. The whole 60 years we've been around, that's always been his dream. He's always wanted to give back to the community. And we carry that on today, you know, with the CIF and with other events. We always try to be involved with whatever's going on. So, in fact, you know, if people have an event in the community, in all of our stores we have a community board that they can bring in a flyer or whatever they want and hang it up and just let other locals know what's going on.
Okay. So everybody in Central Valley, let your community know what's happening, and Les Schwab, you're here to support.
Absolutely. We appreciate it.
All right. Well, Adam Gregory, Matt Clift, we so much appreciate your time and your involvement with Friday Night Rivals, and we will return right after this.
We challenged our grill masters to create our tastiest bowls ever, like our fajita with peppers and onions, and our unwrapped whole wheat burrito with hand-sliced avocados and fresh pico. When grill masters are inspired, delicious things happen. New Grill Master Pollo Bowls at El Pollo Loco.
I was getting into my car one morning when I heard it sounded like a kitten was trapped in my car, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Neither could my husband, and neither could the fire department. We couldn't lure it out. So we decided to drive very slowly to Les Schwab. The team took my car apart.
Oh, here he is.
And rescued the kitten. Today he's alive and well and spoiled rotten. I'm Andrea Duval, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
My dad thinks the best color for a car is red. My cousin says he prefers European cars. And my friend, well, he thinks everyone should drive what he drives. My car is my car, and it's my choice. Mitsubishi.
Your car, your style at FresnoMitsubishi.com. Lease a new 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport for only $179 per month plus tax at Fresno Mitsubishi on Blackstone across from Food Max.
Only Wendy's makes a deal feel like a meal. Introducing our new 4 for $4. $4 for the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with freshly cooked applewood smoked bacon, crispy all-white meat nuggets, natural cut sea salt fries, and a cold drink. That's right, $4 for a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Nuggets, fries, and a drink. That's one beefy, cheesy, sizzling, crispy, golden, icy deal. You're still sitting there? $4 for a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, and a drink. Get more. Get 4 for $4, now at Wendy's.
I need to collect your phone so you can't post pictures. How does it feel to not be connected?
My chest hurts.
Let me show you a better way to keep connected. The 2016 Chevy Cruze offers built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi that connects up to 7 devices.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get a sign and drive lease on this Chevy Cruze Limited LT. Visit your Central Valley Chevy dealers today.
When it comes to college football, I'll do anything to be where the action is. Can we move down towards the 50 here, girls? That's why I have X1. With the sports app, I can track multiple teams and jump between close games, which is perfect for me because my jumping days are over.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play and save when you bundle. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online today.
Good news. El Pollo Loco's 3-course family meal with fire-grilled chicken, sides, and churros now comes with handmade enchiladas. Better news. It's so much food, your leftovers will have leftovers. New $20 3-course family meal. El Pollo Loco. Crazy you can taste.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll send it back down to the sideline. Kevin Miller has a Wendy's Hot and Juicy sideline report. He has the coach of Central.
All right, thanks, Ralph. I'm here with head coach from Central High School, Mr. Mark Hetherington. Hey, Mark, that score late in the first half, that must have boosted your guys' morale. What was spirits like going into halftime?
They were good. You know, it's a big game of momentum. You know, this, especially for high school kids, to get a score on the board and to get something going offensively. And our defense has been on the field a lot, so it was good for us.
All right, time to get that offense going. And okay, between you and me, what's the game plan in the second half, Coach?
You know, we got to be more consistent. We got to be able to be balanced on offense, and you know, just keep their offense off the field. And you know, it's a one-score game, so you know, we like our chances right here.
All right, it's possible. Coach, get with your guys. Best of luck in the second half. Mark Hetherington of Central High School. Hey, Ralph, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Kevin. Coach Hetherington. 7 points down. Just a touchdown separates the teams.
Right. And I'll tell you right now, I would focus on getting the ball to number 3. And by that, I'm talking about, or excuse me, number 2, Malik White. He has not had any touches whatsoever, and that could have been the difference in the game right there as we look across at that offensive line. Now look at number 76, Matt Collier. That's 6'8", 360. That is a big screen TV right there waiting at you. Look at 76. They don't sell that at Costco right there.
All right, tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Seriously hot pit barbecue. And Dickey's Barbecue Pit wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us daily. And we'll second that for sure.
Well, without question.
Yeah, it's good to have big guys out there in front of you.
I'm telling you.
When you're not nearly that big.
Yeah, and I said this earlier at during our telecast that when you're on the ground and you look at these guys, that you know, take away that Clovis North helmet, it could say Utah State, it could say Fresno State, it could say USC on them. That's how big, like I said, some of those guys are. Collier at 6'8", you know, 360. Get some of the rest of them here. Holloway, 235, and you know, so on and so on. And Goda's a big kid himself, and it's just amazing some of the size on those guys, especially in pads. 6'4", 275, and who else? You got 6 foot, 230, just so on and so on and so on. But big bodies. Here we go.
Central gets the ball to start the second half. Kevion Shrub, number 3, and Malik White, number 2, back deep.
Yeah. And here's Hennel.
He will kick off for Clovis North. This one can be returned. To the 20, cuts it back to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. That's Shrub on the return.
Good, solid tackle by Derek Isom, I believe. Coming in, tackling it in space, doing his job. There's our guy, Kroll, Hop, and all the rest of them. All the rest of the crew, they've done a fine job this first half, except for one series, and Nate Howard making plays.
From the 27, there's how you get it to Malik White.
Yeah.
Right there, and he gets it to the 30, stood up, and just taken down by Jason Lee.
Oh, boy, that's put it on a clinic, how you tackle. Wow. Just ran right into him. Here we go. All right, here's our backyard drills, how to tackle. Step up, center the tackle, first step, throw the club, second step, squeeze, wham, right there. Pick them up, and then coming in.
Noah Hop also
cleaning
in
up,
on it.
yeah. That's how you play some football.
Laney wrapped up by Malik Godig.
And I'll tell you what, I hope this kid continues in football, because I say his best days are ahead of him. I mean, he's played, like 4 varsity games, 5 varsity games. That's it. His best days are ahead of him.
There came the pressure and a sack in the backfield. The first one was Kroll. Yeah. Just like that, you're into a kicking situation.
And remember, they sacked Adrian Martinez like 6 times in that victory against Clovis. Doesn't lead to fake. Laney was in no man's land because he's got to carry out his fake, and then he doesn't have time to pick him up. And you see the lineman confused there. When you got linemen running backwards looking at you, not good. And they just got a lot of little confused. They got to block gaps.
77, Nathaniel Holloway also in on there. Spoor with the left-footed kick, and that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah.
Taki was bumped into. It was eventually picked up by one of the Broncos, Isaiah Cordova, taking it to the 45.
Haven't had a chance to mention Cordova, but when I talked to David Steele, the defensive coordinator, he talked about Isaiah Cordova being their best guy in the secondary as far as corner covers go. Right there, Johnny on the spot. The fortuitous bounce. Sniper got him there, and then he finishes the run.
Okay.
And they'll add on the penalty yards.
I think the decision here would be, do you want to decline it and just take what the return Isaiah did? Now to the left, there's the decision. You decline it, or the penalty gives them 5 yards, I believe.
Well, then they'd lose 5 yards in the deal because the marker's at the 45 of Clovis North. Penalty would take to the 50.
Good job officiating by Ken Hurt. You got to explain the options of the choices and don't assume coaches know.
But if it's 15 yards on the penalty, then you take the penalty, right?
Yes.
We got kick catching interference against the defense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of awarded fair catch. First down.
So they'll take that.
And what Cordova gave him about 10. So the penalty will give him about 5 more.
And it'll get it to the 40-yard line of Central.
Pretty good field position to start your second half. You got fresh guys up front. You got Bowman, and we haven't given Bowman enough credit there, playing the fullback position. And you see number 8 in your screen. He's been blowing up some people, making it real easy for Akande and Lee. Of course, the Bowman name has been a fixture for Clovis North football. Older brother played.
Another penalty.
Yeah.
Be 5 yards.
Played for Clovis North, went on and played at Fresno City and ended up at Lafayette in New York. So there's that Bowman. Got to have a Bowman at Clovis North Bronco football. Big Blake has been blowing it up for people. Watch him right there. Bam! You see what I mean? Right off the get-go, right on cue, Bowman. Look at Akande growing up.
Boy, Akande getting bounced around like a pinball, but he's able to retain his balance all the way inside the 20.
Yeah, and we get a replay on that. I mean, Blake Bowman is getting his thump on.
Watch number 8.
Yeah, look at number 8 right
on
there.
the left of the screen.
Bam.
Bang, right there.
Oh, stoned him. Allows Akande to run through there. Good patience of Akande, and he breaks a couple tackles. Yeah, our little kid is growing up, Akande.
First and 10, sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators.
Yeah, I love it. Getting his physical on. Bowman again. Bam! Look at him.
This time Lee is right behind him.
He's a machine.
Gains about 5 into the Toyota red zone.
Yeah.
Let's go places with Toyota.
I see you, B squared. I see you, number 8. That is a guard in the backfield. Guard mentality coming out of a fullback right there. Just getting his thump on. We're going to go straight power. Everybody block down. Watch number 8 kick out. We're going to bring 64 around and stay in there. And Jason Lee knows how to stay in there and finish the run.
Yeah. Lee was getting Richardson a little help, the guard in front of him.
Yeah. The junkyard dog you talking about?
Try the left
Bam,
side.
And they go the other way. Yeah.
Close to the 10.
No secret about what Clovis North is doing.
Be about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and clock, run. There's the best defense when Central's offense can't get on the field.
This has to be to Lee again, right? You need a yard for the first down?
Oh, without question. And follow number 8.
He has the first down across the 20. I mean the 10, inside the 10. So it's first and goal now for Clovis North.
Yeah. Very physical.
Oh, they're going to say no, check that. It's not a first down. They're going to, they're going to mark that back outside the 10-yard line. It's fourth down.
I thought he had it.
I thought he was well across that line.
Yeah, and we got Brox and Connor Morris. Ryan Brox and Connor Morris, the tight ends, they're doing an excellent job too. So big down here. You get a timeout.
Timeout called by Clovis North.
Well, you know they got 3 points in their back pocket with Chase Maurer. Now it's a matter of what are we going to do here. This early in the second half, I'd go for it, especially how inept Central's offense has been. Besides the 2 catches by Howard, they have not done much this second half, or in the first half. Okay, it's time to meet Blake Bowman. 6'2", 215-pound senior. There he is right there. Understanding pad level. Understanding, get your head on the play side.
That's from the 20.
Yeah. Then we go again the other way. Whack.
Now the white line there is the 10. He's got to get across that. Boy, he's well across it.
How did that not be a first down?
His hips are on the line, so that should have been a first down. Instead, they've spotted it at the
bad spot.
At the the 10.5.
Yeah, there's a bad spot there. He was way beyond that mark. Okay,
left side of the screen.
Yeah.
He's being pushed right now.
Oh boy, that was about the 9.5. Back to live action. I don't think it'll matter. You see Mendoza in there trying to pull it away. And you see the spot coming in from Scotty Hammock. Nah, that's a first down.
The Grizzlies stopped him once, not this time.
Yeah. Flank official Scott had it there. First down. So now Central, short memory. Now you've got to dig in and get it going. Wouldn't be a bad time for play action here. You beat them up in between the tackles. Now, and they did it earlier, a little boot action there, and you slip Connor Morris out into the flat. That wouldn't be a bad call here. Or perhaps toss sweep, since there's so many bodies up front there in between tackle and tight end. Toss sweep wouldn't be bad here either.
On first and goal.
Yeah, they're going to throw it.
Going to pass.
Oh, wow.
Did as he threw. Incomplete.
That wouldn't have been my call. I'm not sure where that came from. But not only that, it almost surprised me because if you're going to throw quick, the offensive line has to fire off. Look how back they're on roller skates. They get pushed so far back. I think he was trying to hit Fugman on the slant. But on a quick series, which means 1, 2, 3 throw, you got to fire off at their knees. They were backpedaling on that one. Almost could have been disastrous.
Back to plan A.
That's a pretty
Jinx
good
and
one,
Lee
too.
inside the 5.
Yeah.
So it'll be third and goal from about the 4.
And Raul, we're already getting towards the 6-minute mark in this half. They grind you. They are torture. They just grind at you. Don't let you get the ball back. I think Tim Simons knows what he's doing on that side of the football.
Ground and pound, huh?
Yeah.
Lee spins to the outside. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Nice open field tackle out there by Lawrence Cairo. And it'll be fourth down, and that'll send the kicking team out. I thought maybe if they had picked up a couple yards, they would have gone for it on fourth down.
Just too much penetration. Too much penetration. And that's when you might have to look for boot pass on that. Or some kind of, tight end corner, fullback flat. Sneaking Bowman out to the flat. Just too much penetration there. It all started up front.
Maurer from the 15, right hash mark.
Too easy.
Puts it through on a 25-yard field goal.
And I'll say it again. Chase Maurer is money.
So Maurer's good. They took a lot of time off the clock, got points out of the drive, and extend the lead to 10. 16-6.
Well, you're happy if you're Tim Simons getting points on the board, but you're even happier if you're Mark Heatherton with your defense stepping up, stopping late.
All right, we'll talk more about it when we come back after this timeout.
Brand now called FNV, and they put Steph Curry in their ads to get me to eat more apples and stuff. I get it. The guy's an MVP. Problem is, all this is die-hard Russell Wilson. And I have a pretty strict I'll eat more apples when I see more Russell in your ads policy. Until then, it's double cheese, no pickles, Russ. Double cheese, no pickles.
Introducing F&V. Which celebrity would get you to eat fruits and veggies?
Part of the fashion furniture experience is introducing people to designs they won't see anywhere else, like the all-new Daniels Amish, a very special handcrafted line made of hardwoods from the hill country of Ohio. Daniels Amish includes 10 different collections of dining room, pedestal beds, nightstands, double dressers, armoires, wardrobe closets, and more. These are absolutely beautiful American-made Amish treasures, exclusively at Fashion Furniture River Park on El Paso behind Bed Bath & Beyond.
Welcome back to Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
See if you can get a shot of the Clovis North band.
And the band is into it over there.
Yeah, Clovis North band is getting excited.
Taken right at the goal line and busted out across the 30-yard line. That's Shrub again. Lost his helmet and took a shot.
There they are. Clovis North band. Gotta love it. And I'm seeing more of that. Bands traveling on road games. I saw it with Clovis West. I'm seeing it with Clovis North. They were getting their gig on there. Happy to be up 10 by 10 in the third quarter and excited to blow the horns and toot the trumpets and all that other good stuff that goes with being a band member at Clovis North. So good turnout by that Clovis North band. Football team's playing well, and they're feeding off your noise over there. Looks like he's all okay. There you go.
Shrub, a junior. 5'9", 165, they list him as. Defensive back, kick returner.
And there are a lot of people back for Central next year. This is going to be a team to be reckoned with, I mean. Cutting up the seam there and spun right into it, helmet to helmet that
right
way.
Into it, you're right.
Probably popped his neck.
Spohr throwing deep, intended for White, tripped up as he was going for the ball, and here comes the flag. So that'll be a pass interference penalty against Clovis North.
Pass interference, 23 defense, 15-yard penalty results in a first down.
Time to send it back down to the sideline where Kevin Miller has the Scholar Athlete, sponsored by FNV.
All right, thanks, Ralph. Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by FNV, and I am here with senior from Central High School, Ashton Bracamonte. How you doing tonight, Ashton?
Good.
All right, having fun at homecoming?
Yeah.
All right, so Ashton, let me brag about you a little bit. 4.04 GPA, and you're involved in a variety of sports. What do you play?
Soccer and softball.
All right, speaking of soccer, something special just happened. What was it?
I committed to Stanislaus State.
All right, congratulations. So Stanislaus State bound. All right, now you're involved in a lot of things with athletes as readers and leaders, but you're also involved in something very special at Central known as Unified PE. What is that and what do you do?
I work with a special education student. I'm a Special Olympics soccer coach.
All right, and what do you love about being a coach, Coach Bracamonte?
I really love how excited they get to just be out there and get to play a sport that even though they don't really know much about, they get excited to learn and to do things right and just be there.
Wonderful, and you're teaching them the game, and you got a special tournament coming up, right, next week?
Next Friday, we have the Special Olympics tournament.
All right, just so happens it's at Clovis North.
Yeah.
All right, and we want to just say congratulations. You go into the running for a $5,000 scholarship, and if you win, that scholarship is yours. Sounds pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I have Coach Bracamonte, our scholar athlete, and going to Stanislaus State. Let's keep this conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno, brought to you by Children's Services Network. Hey, let's get back to the student section, huh? Let's go, Coach. All right, come on, let's go. This way.
All right. All right, pass on the previous play incomplete. As Spoor was running for his life over there and nearly pulled it off.
Ashton, I got to see her at halftime. She was asking where the interview is. Got to meet her and her dad. Outstanding young student athlete. Congratulations to her. Going to Stan State, as they call it. Very cute kid.
Spoor back to punt. On a bounce, and it gets away. And he gets the left-footed kick away, but very wobbly and short. It hits right where they had to go to get the first down. It'll be at the 45-yard line. Took a backward bounce. So a low snap and a crazy hop got past him. Not much he could do about that.
That's just a bad snap.
If he tries to kick that with his right foot, I don't think he even gets it away.
At least he didn't pull a Michigan on us, right?
Oh my! Here's a Conde across midfield to about the 48.
I tell you what, our baby boy is growing up in number 5. He is making people miss, and he's finishing. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. This guy's finishing with some thump. Putting lower pad level and vision and balance and everything else. And it wasn't like that so much in the first half. But our baby boy is growing up in number 5. I'm liking what I'm seeing. David Akande.
Second and 3, stumbles as he gets the hand.
Yeah.
Gets
they're going
the
to call
snap,
him
and
down.
they are going to say he was down.
That's probably the best thing that happened.
Miller was on his wallet as he handed the ball off.
You would think something like that starts or is done by week 1 in fall camp, but no, it continues on. And a lot of that has to deal with those big bodies up front and just a little slow of foot. Yeah, you know, you try to pull a guard around and things like that, and that's what happens. And those are some big feet on those big bodies. So big down here.
Yeah, instead of second and 3, or second and 3, it's 3rd and 6. Miller throwing deep to this near side. Pass is caught for a first down, and it's Taki who's been the favorite receiving target tonight. They'll say he was down at the 27. 1st and 10. Sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators.
Okay, so you have the combination route. You got the outside guy running a stop, and you got the corner sneaking him behind him, and Miller threw it right on the money, and Taki knows what to do with it. Easy combination route. With a small hook and a corner behind it.
Taki to the other side, working behind a block. He's upended short of the 20. At about the 22-yard line.
I like 14. He's got a little spurt ability. He knows what to do with it there. But the key to that play is not him. It's the other 2 receivers that got to hold off the corners. But just look at that play as just a long handoff. High percentage pass. It's a long handoff to try to get it to your athletes in space.
Akande trying to get that first down. He needs to get inside the 18. About a yard short.
Goading and the rest of those guys, you got to get their push on. Now this is where Central has stepped up in the pass.
Elijah Parks just came into the game in the middle.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet too.
Lee has the first down inside the 15 to about the 13. That's another 1st and 10 sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators. And they're in the Toyota red zone as one of the Broncos is not getting up.
You know, one name,
he's just tying his shoe.
Yeah, one name I haven't mentioned on that offensive line, and probably the leader there, Peyton Perales, number 66, coming right at the center position. He's done a fine job with the line calls and getting his crew with that forward push.
The fake. And he's going to be dropped for a loss. Back at about the 25-yard line.
And that was the boot I was talking about there, but Central did a good job at staying at home.
The Grizzlies were not fooled.
Yeah, and Satelli, Bohanna, and all the rest of them come up. Pretty good defense there.
Satelli, the first guy there.
Yeah. Put pressure on him, and Miller was in no man's land.
Sure to join us next week for Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. San Joaquin Memorial at Madera South, right here on the Valley CW K359. 7:30 p.m. our kickoff. Miller being pressured, throws under pressure for the end zone, incomplete. Taki was the intended receiver. It bounced off of his hands as he was being defended.
I bet you if you ask Taki, he's going to want that one back. Miller's making something out of nothing. I thought it was a dangerous toss, but let's take a look. Here he is. Pressure again, avoids it. Guts of a burglar. He'll stay in there. Well, Taki's got to catch that. He just let it get to his body too much. That's where you got to extend out, almost like, you know, two-hand chest pass. In basketball, you got to extend those arms out there. Ball's in the air, feet in the air. Come get the ball. He let it get in his body too much. And I'm sure if you ask him that, he would have said he should have had it. But just too much body and not enough. Got to use those paws.
Delay now on Clovis North. We'll take it back 5 more yards.
Wow. Started at the, 14-yard line? Look where they are now. Wow. Unbelievable. He is right. I mean, it is 3rd in the country mile.
Yeah, 27 they're calling it.
Wow.
You can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno for Player of the Game. Brought to you by El Pollo Loco. There's the pass to Taki down the far sideline, run out of bounds inside the 20.
And all that is setting it up for Chase Mauer. That's all you're doing there. And you see the receiver coach, Kevin Robinson, there, giving him a high five. You did your job. Kevin Robinson, for those of you who don't remember, Hoover High graduate, went on and played at Utah State, scored a couple touchdowns against Fresno State for victory one year.
I remember him beating them with a touchdown catch.
And then I think he had a cup of coffee with the Kansas City Chiefs. So they got some good coaching on the Clovis North sidelines and Kevin Robinson.
36-yard attempt this time, and it looks short and wide.
Ah, my man, Chase Mauer is human. My man just pushed it right.
Missed on the field goal attempt. Few seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. So no points for Clovis North. Still a 10-point game. And Central still hanging around.
Incredible, huh?
There's a new sheriff in town, or should I say a new Grizzly in town. The
Grizzlies are out on offense.
They got to get something going.
Don't know if they've been across the 50 in this quarter. Spore to White. Gains about 6 or 7.
Okay, that doesn't take it to the quarter, and that's what they need to get going. You know, we used them on a fly sweep. Now we're going to do a little jailbreak screen, so you can tell they've made a conscious effort to get to the ball.
All right, tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Seriously hot pit barbecue. And again, Dickey's wants to thank all our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us every day. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
In a remote village lived Raymond. His internal clock was off, so he'd wake people for breakfast at all hours. While most were annoyed by Raymond, one man was inspired to serve breakfast all day with freshly cracked egg, ham, grilled bacon, and savory sausage. The loaded breakfast sandwich. Jack in the Box. Home of breakfast served all day.
It was the day before the big fair opened. My guys were driving our 100-foot Ferris wheel to Oregon and discovered they needed 2 new tires. The tires were an oddball size, so they called Les Schwab.
We're on it.
They located replacements but had to go to another store. With time ticking away, they got our truck back on the road. The truck arrived at the fairgrounds at midnight, but we got that wheel up just in time. I'm Michael Davis, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Toyota's Fall Classic Sales Event, a showcase of exciting new talent and proven veterans, culminates in that moment of greatness when you grab the keys to your new Toyota. Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on Camry, or lease a 2016 Corolla S for just $149 a month. Legends are made in October. Don't miss Toyota's Fall Classic Sales Event. Toyota, let's go places.
Hold him steady.
He's dropping out. Cisco, we're losing him. The longer he goes without merging, the more unstable he becomes. We could find a match and save his life.
We think you have potential capabilities.
You can shoot fire out of your hands, dude.
And you can do all this only with a willing partner.
I deserve the Firestorm Matrix.
You set up a fly, right, Damn right?
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Fashion Furniture at River Park. There's nothing like it in all of Central California. Second down and 3 for the Grizzlies, trailing 16-6. Spore pass is complete. He has a new favorite target, and that's Howard, who has the touchdown, and now he has a big first down deep inside Clovis North territory.
And you could just see by the mannerism with Spore, it's starting to click right now. I mean, he stepped up and threw that one like a champ.
Nate Howard's a junior, 40 yards on that reception, and a lot of those yards coming after the catch. Spore to throw, has it complete over the middle. This time he hits Javon Bigelow. That'll be another first down. They'll spot it at the 26-yard line of Clovis North. So quickly, big yardage picked up by the Grizzlies. 2 plays, and now they're down at the 26. Laney up the middle, carrying defenders down to the 16-yard line. That's going to be close to another first down.
Is this the same team we've saw for the last 3 quarters? Is this the same team we have seen, for the last 3 quarters? Totally different.
It is a first down inside the Toyota red zone, and yes, they are a different team.
got to stay in
upended.
there. Yeah, he's got to stay in there.
Lee, the defender, on the tackle.
And know your game. If that's Jason Lee, perhaps, or even a Conde bouncing outside, I could see it. But number 6, big number 6, know your game. You're in between the tackles. So what if they have it stopped? You're big enough to fall for 3 yards. Not a good decision there by Laney to bounce it outside. Stay in there. He might have got 3, maybe even 4.
Instead, he loses 1, 2nd and 11. Spoor. Bigelow to about the 11.
Just the confidence of Spoor, stepping up and just dealing it now. And I'm not sure what took this offense so long to click, but they are starting to click. Getting the ball to all these athletes in spaces, they are doing it.
Well, they're running a lot more quickly with the no huddle.
Right. Tempo is key.
Spoor with an empty backfield. Throwing the slant.
Yep.
Has the man. Howard down to the 1. First and goal.
And that's what I talked about. You could see the blitz coming off the edge. So you have to get rid of it as a quarterback. There's just not enough people to protect. 1, 2, 3. That ball has got to be gone, and it was. And Bigelow, who's dropped a couple earlier, he's growing up finally, too. Slant, know you're going to get hit. He almost gets it to the house if it wasn't for 21, Jason Lee.
Laney into the end zone,
yeah.
tumbles in, touchdown, an impressive drive for the Central Grizzlies.
Total different team. That was, as we get closer to Halloween, you talk about trick or treat. I mean, total different football team that last drive. And it all started with number 15. You got 6. You got 13 making plays. You got Bigelow, only a sophomore, good-sized kid for a sophomore, growing up fast, too.
Tiago Payne has missed an extra point tonight. This is an important one to make it a 3-point game. And that one is right through the middle.
Right down the money. So here we go. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. There's our guy, Laney. Send it in. 6 for 6. 6 for 6.
Laney with the touchdown. The extra point makes it a 3-point game. It's Clovis North 16-13 over Central. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rival.
We challenged our grill masters to create our tastiest bowls ever, like our fajita with peppers and onions, and our unwrapped whole wheat burrito with hand-sliced avocados and fresh pico. When grill masters are inspired, delicious things happen. New Grill Master Pollo Bowls at El Pollo Loco.
It's easy to love a Subaru, because a Subaru loves you back. A Subaru costs less to own than any other brand, and holds its value better than any other brand, according to Kelley Blue Book.
For a limited time, we're offering a sign and drive lease on a 2015 Crosstrek for as little as $289. And now every Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance. Come to Lithia Subaru of Fresno today for a test drive.
Good news. El Pollo Loco's 3-course family meal with fire-grilled chicken, sides, and churros now comes with handmade enchiladas. Better news. It's so much food, your leftovers will have leftovers. New $20 3-course family meal. El Pollo Loco. Crazy you can taste.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to a ball game now. 3-point game after the Central touchdown. 16-13, Grizzlies still trail. And now Clovis North is going to get the football. A lot of time left, 9.5 minutes to play. Taki from the 2. Short of the 20. He'll go down at the 16 or 17-yard line.
Bigelow getting it done on special teams. Okay, big drive. If you're Billy Jack Erdman, that Clovis North offense, can you say answer? And if you don't answer, you got to move the sticks.
Pound the rock and run the clock.
Yeah, there you go. Couldn't have said it better. Man, you've come up with some good ones this year, Rob. Can't, what is the match one? I love that one.
Hard to catch up if you don't match up.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down.
Oh,
He has Lee out there and with the catch out across the 20, about the 23.
Yeah, and you talk about being able to hold out. Connor Morris got away with a hold. And it's surprising because usually referees, when you're on the visitors or if you're on the home team sideline and it's thrown there, you might get it. But number 12, he was pulling some jersey on that one. Almost should have got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. They got away with one there.
It's a 5-yard gain to the 22. Now Lee on the ground. Out across the 27, should be a first down.
Right, and Lawrence Cairo, he's in there, and he's trying to pull the ball away. Well,
Number 31 for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he's trying to pull the ball away. You just can't do that. He tried to pull the ball away, and I think he pulled Lee for an extra 3 yards. You got to stick your nose in there and try to drive him back. You know, contact can make the ball come loose. But he almost aided the runner pulling back this way.
That was good for Toy Hauler Liquidators first down. 1st and 10. Miller, gonna have to try and take off, but he's swallowed up by that defense. Still on his feet, gonna make positive yardage out of it when it could have been a loss. He'll gain about 2 out to the 29-yard line. Now personnel changes for Clovis North. Chris Hennell went out and picked up a pink towel or something and tried to hand it to the official. He wouldn't have any part of it. So now it's right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Miller going to throw. Flag comes in the offensive backfield. And I'll make the catch. And they give him the 35, but the penalty's probably going to wipe it out. Let's go down to Kevin Miller for a Wendy's Hot and Juicy Sideline Report. Kevin?
You got to tell me when. All right, if you're going to be a Bear, you might as well be a Grizzly. I'm here in the Central High Student Section. Hey, what's good about being a Grizzly?
Everything! It's a great day to be a Grizzly!
Hey, what's good? What's good about being a Grizzly? Right there.
The CG party never stops! The CG party never stops!
Never. They're believing. They know they can win. It's the Central High Grizzlies. Keep the conversation going at #FNR Fresno. Brought to you by Children's Services Network. Let's make some noise. Let's go.
They get louder every week, don't they? Miller, again, trying to make something happen.
Did he?
Boy, let's see what the call is on that.
Did he catch that?
No.
Oh.
Incomplete.
Up with it.
That was Maurer.
I'll tell you what.
3rd and long again.
Yeah. There is no quit in Jeremy Miller. This kid just competes. Well, pretty good play defensively. Not sure who got their hand in there, but Maurer couldn't come up with it. It wasn't his fault. Good play by the defense.
3rd and 18. Broncos are on the verge of giving the ball back to a Central team that suddenly caught fire offensively. This is a screen. Akande, nothing doing.
And who held on for dear life?
Trying to make it out. He's
19.
coming off. And I don't think we have a 19 on our roster.
Ask him. 19.
Neither does the scorekeeper next to us have a 19.
Another bad snap.
Whoop.
Oh.
There was contact with the kicker, and there comes a flag. And this is all going to come back.
Roughing. Right? Got him for roughing, Ralph?
I don't know if it's roughing or I think it's running into the kicker. So it's. But let's see if he was actually blocked or pushed in.
A great job of recovering.
No, he just took a bad angle, and that's not roughing.
That's not roughing. That's a no call. That is a no call. Ken Hurd, I'm not sure on that one.
Well, it's still going to be 4th down and long.
That's got to stay in your pocket.
Running into kicker against the defense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
I mean,
replay
it is
now.
5, but I don't know. And remember, we have slow motion, so it really,
sure.
Yeah, it really looked dramatic from here, but I don't know. Great job. Chris Patrick would be proud the way he scooped that up. I'll tell you that. That had shortstop written all over it. Is that Turpin?
Ninth penalty against Central. And this one wipes out a good return. Now they'll get to try it again. This is Howard.
Great cutback.
It's across midfield down to about the 45-yard line. It's a good return by Howard. Good field position now.
And what side has Mr. Momentum made it to?
Well, if that Central offense can do what it just did on the last possession, Clovis North could be in some trouble.
How about Nate?
6 minutes to go.
Yeah, how about Nate Howard? You know, listed as like one of Central's best athletes, and he is showing up.
Well, you don't want him sitting on the bench when your offense is getting the ball, and he wants to get out there. Howard Jr.
I'm telling you, these guys got a ton of talent coming back.
But Spores lost his favorite target, so see if he can adjust. This
look
is
at
White.
it. This looks like a totally different football team.
See if they give him progress enough for the first down. Boy, that's an interesting spot. He was across the line after the completion and then knocked back. Right there, he got across the line. They'll spot it actually on the other side. Laney trying to get the first down. He's at the 34.
And I'll tell you what, Sport, he better make sure his receivers are set. They're kind of bouncing around out there. He has got to be set. And next week we'll be in Madera.
That's right.
Yeah.
Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Lithia Subaru Fresno. San Joaquin Memorial against Madera South in Madera. Right here on the Valley CWK 359. Our coverage begins at 7:30 p.m.
And you talk about two quarterbacks that can get it done with their arm and their feet. Jonah Johnson, Madera South, and Michael Alvarez at San Joaquin Memorial. It should be a treat.
Howard is back in the game now. Spore kind of looked for him right away, but he didn't want to go that way. Taken down on the tackle by Tyler Pappenhausen.
That is just a tank in Pappenhausen.
Loss of about 5 back to the 39.
Pappenhausen hanging on for dear life. Not ready.
Surprised him with the snap.
Look at this.
But he still got it, and he got it to Howard. Inside the 30-25, run out of bounds at about the 22.
Nate Howard is saying, Jason Lee, hand me the chips and hand me
I was
the
just
salsa.
thinking the same thing. Don't vote for your player of the game too soon.
Yeah, because number 13 wants some chicken.
1st and 10, sponsored by Toy Hauler Liquidators. Spore looking to the end zone. Has him. Touchdown. Malik White.
What a throw and what a turnaround. I am telling you, totally different team. Boy, and they are striking fast, too.
Maybe too fast.
I mean, these last two drives just too easy.
It was just about 5 minutes ago on the clock that Laney scored the touchdown on the run. Now Payne with another good extra point. And what a fourth quarter resurgence for the Central Grizzlies. They have taken the lead at 20-16, 4:21 to play. Here's another look at the touchdown. Oh, it's all started with a bad snap. Actually, the quarterback wasn't ready for it.
Deep post, great throw. I just keep saying this is totally different. And he beat their best corner in Cordova on that one. What a throw. I'm kind of dumbfounded myself with how bad an offense can look for, what, 3 quarters.
You're looking at the Get Happy Smile Cam sponsored by Toyota. And reason to be smiling and happy on the Grizzlies side. The Central now has the lead.
And how about Spohr turning around? 12 for 20, 183 yards and 2 TDs. What did he have in the first half? 2 yards? 2 yards. He was 1 of 6 for 2 yards in the first half. Jekyll and Hyde.
Well, he found Nate Howard.
Yeah.
Howard kind of turned things around.
It was. It's been Howard to the rescue.
Yeah, they're doing it on special teams too. Taki is taken down as he gets to the 20, maybe the 21. Now you have to remember too that Clovis North has made some mistakes here in this quarter. Penalties that forced them to go long distances to get first downs. They couldn't do it. They had to punt the ball away.
Yeah, missed field goal by Maurer. But the momentum is definitely in orange and black. Can you answer? Now, when I talk with Billy Jack Erdman, offense coordinator, he says Miller thrives for games like this. Let's see what he can do.
Well, they're going to give Jason Lee a chance first, and he's spun down after a gain of 5 or 6.
And you better be careful. Don't assume he's down. Did you see that balance there? He almost stayed on his feet. Do not assume he's down. You see,
on the stop. And remember, a field goal won't get it done here. Down by 4.
Okay, seeing a little more tempo out of North.
Lee again. Not much there. First man there, I believe, was Fabian Ramirez.
Here we go, big down.
Third down at about 2, huh?
All present and accounted for. Stand and deliver right now.
Well, and that clock is running, approaching 3 minutes.
Stand and deliver right now.
Lee has the first down
Watch
into the
out.
secondary at midfield. Is anyone going to catch him? He's wrapping up the football. He's caught from behind inside the 20. What a huge play. Deshaun McMillan, number 25, ran him down. And now we're under 3 minutes.
And that's what happens. You're going to try and cover every gap. You know it's third and short. All he needs is a crease.
54.
And he gets it right there. All he needed was a crease.
Wow, 54 yards. They needed a couple. And once you break through, only McMillan was fast enough to catch him from behind at the 17. And whistles before that.
They're going to call timeout. Clovis North, or
Central's taking the timeout. I think Clovis North thought it had something going there because the quarterback Miller looked really angry when he realized that they got that timeout called. Like he saw something that he had. 23 rushes, 182 yards, and a touchdown for Jason Lee. So the early favorite for player of the game is now coming on again strong late.
So it's safe to say it's a two-horse race? Two-horse race. Winner takes all. It's a two-horse race. Winner takes all. Takes all. Our stat guy, Storm Chandler, is in agreement. Jules Wesson is in agreement. It's coming down to Howard versus Lee. And we'll get to the winner take all.
Clovis North trying to get to 3-0 in the track. If Central wins, The Grizzlies and Broncos will be 2-1 each.
And we've got Clovis High beating up on Buchanan, so we'd have a 4-way tie at 2-1. That is parity.
Well, I think you maybe just keep giving it to Lee. Let your offensive line work and let him do his magic. Yeah. And what do I know? They'll throw it to Taki. 15-10, dragged down from behind at about the 5. Making the tackle was Matthew Mendoza.
And who's the receiver that threw the block? That is key. That was key. That sprung him. And Taki knows what to do with it once he gets some space. Now, they may score too quick.
First down in the red zone, sponsored by Toyota.
Fugman. Oh, I don't think of blocking him back. But if Fugman had the block, it sprung Taki.
All right, now it's Lee time, right?
Yeah. And you call it, everybody else
down.
knows it too. He's still pushing. Look at Collier and all the rest of the big bodies. Push, push, and more push. And of course, we already talked about the fine job Bowman has done and Holloway and all the rest of them up front there. But it is your game, offensive line. Perales and company, Perales and troops, it is your game. And I'm going to the right side, and I'm going to have Bowman lead the way, and I'm going behind big number 76 and 77. Here we go. Right into your living room, Jason Lee.
Again, touchdown.
Okay, Mr. Spoor, ball's in your court. Here we go. Boy, they made that one look too easy, too. This has been a ball game, I'm telling you. Back and forth.
Less than 3 minutes on the clock. It took him to march all the way down the field.
Here's Central with a jab, a hook, an undercut. Oh, out of the corner comes Clovis North. A left hook, a jab. Oh, a punch to the gut, a punch to the ribs. We got a prize fight going on. And we ain't done yet.
The extra point makes it a field goal game.
We ain't done yet.
23-20.
Pulling the guard, here comes Holloway, does just enough, and 21 knows what to do with it. Send it in, fella. Send it in, 2-1. They call him Jay Lee. Jay Lee to the end zone, making it look easy. Holloway leading up the way. Perales starting it off. We got Collier and the rest of the crew. The Junkyard Dog and Richardson. What an offensive line.
Now remember, the big play was on 3rd and about 2 or 3. Lee got 54.
Here we go. But, I mean, let's just talk about that Central offense and what's going on now. Now we getting into Howard. Bigelow's coming up. Malik White, you're coming up. Come on down, Malik White. Come on down, Bigelow. Come on down, Nate Howard. We got ball game.
Kick taken outside the 5.
Uh-oh.
To the 20, maybe the 24-yard line by Shrub.
Thought he had an alley.
Be sure to stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the Les Schwab Tires trophy presentation and the presentation of the El Pollo Loco player of the game. 2 timeouts left for Central. Tiago Payne is working in the kicking net right on the sidelines. In case he's called on to try and tie this one with a long field goal.
Right, and he hit a 35-yarder to beat Bullard in this stadium last year when we had Central on TV. So here we go.
It's Laney on the run.
Yeah.
To about the 27, maybe the 28.
Yeah, not bad, but you got to get a little more north and south, Mr. Laney. Hard plant and get upfield. North and south wins you the game right now, not east and west. There's our guy.
Grizzlies have a long way to go to get into his range. Spoor, quick pass. That's complete. It's Howard again. Spins away and out of bounds across the 45. No flag.
Okay.
35 make it.
Is it Hop coming in on the tackle? Thought he might have got in there a little late. Drop it like it's Hop. Drop him like it's Hop.
Just over a minute to go. Spoor thrown to the far side.
Oh, wow.
Complete, almost intercepted by Jason Lee.
Oh, wow.
He can't believe it. His teammates and coaches on the bench can't believe it.
I mean, that seals the deal right there. Now you give them a little life. There's too much air on it. That ball's got to be thrown on a rope and flat. And a good job by Howard distracted. Howard almost turns into defense. If this thing gets turned around, remember that offensive play that he made a defensive effort on Nate Howard.
Spoor has it tipped. Malik Godin?
Yeah, Godin. And he's staring him down. And now Godin knows. And that's a well-coached defensive lineman. If you're not going to get to the ball carrier, then you got to get up almost like your volleyball spike, okay? Like the girls at the net. Remember Sabrina Winslow, that outstanding volleyball player for Clovis North last year? That's what Godin turned into. I'm not going to get the quarterback, so I'm going to time the jump, get my big paws up at the net, and block it down.
Well, Godin's 6'4", so he's a big guy to start off with.
Sabrina Winslow would have been proud of that play there.
Pressure on Spoor. He's going to be taken down for the sack.
So now they got to hurry up. This is it.
And they'll have to take a timeout to stop the clock, and it'll be 4th down. How about a look at the drive of the game, brought to you by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
There it is.
Now there's the play of the game and the drive of the game right there. This is the last possession. Clovis North had fallen behind.
And right there, the block by Chase Fugman, springing Taki down there, and then the big boys up front took care of it. Chad Fugman, excuse me. Got my Chad Fugman and Chase Maurer mixed up on that one. Jason Lee, send it in.
Drive of the game brought to you by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
And what a ball game this was. Excuse me.
Certainly changed complexion in the 4th quarter.
It did. I mean, Central offense woke up a little. I'm not sure the hiccup in the first half, but it looked like a totally different team for about a quarter and a half here.
Now, nobody's getting behind the secondary for Clovis North.
Well, and we said that in the first half, and Central let Fugman get behind them. So here we go.
Spoor over the middle, incomplete. Howard wants a flag, not going to get it. Incomplete. The Grizzlies turn it over on downs.
Thought he had him. I like the play call, just didn't execute. Okay, let's see what he's got. I'm not sure what he's arguing about.
Yeah, he's complaining about contact earlier than that, I'm sure.
If our cameras can pick it up, then maybe we can see what he's talking about. But at the end of that play, I didn't see much.
So victory formation for the Broncos. They'll go to 3-0 in the league, 5-2 overall.
Doesn't get any better than an offensive coordinator yelling out victory formation.
Although you just never know nowadays, as you reference the Michigan game.
See if we can find that play one more time.
The Michigan and Michigan State game.
Incredible. Can we find that last 4th down pass?
Central takes the last time out. 35 seconds to go. It'll be another knee for Clovis North.
Here we go. Let's take a look. See what Mr. Howard was talking about there. There's the hard post. Well, I'm not sure. Maurer's looking around like he might have got away from something.
This might show it.
Still
Not much.
No. Little theatrics there by Howard. But
so the Broncos take another knee, and that should do it.
Nothing to be ashamed about, Nate Howard. Pretty good football game as we anticipated. And I think we know who our player of the game is.
Well, he was a runaway early. And then got caught at about the last quarter pole, right? And then down the stretch, he pulled it out.
His back got a little tight, and the hamstrings were pulled, and Nate Howard was zeroing in on him. But Jason Lees to take home. Great football game.
Tonight's fourth quarter was sponsored by Fashion Furniture at River Park. There's nothing like it in all of Central California. Turned into a good football game.
Yeah, it was. Very good game.
23-20, Clovis North comes from behind in the last couple of minutes to remain unbeaten in league play. We'll be back with more right after this.
Junior presents their famous star, Where Are They Now? Nick Wilson played as a star running back for the Central Grizzlies, earning a Tri-River Offensive Player of the Year in 2013. He now plays for the University of Arizona Wildcats as a starting running back.
Mix and match any two for just $6. Only at Carl's Jr.
Fruits and Veggies is a brand now called FNV, and they're using Jessica Alba in their ads to lure me into eating more things like carrots. Makes sense, girl's a straight up executive. But my plan is to have a record deal before I'm 25. Yeah. So if you want me eating more carrots, I'm gonna need to see some more chart-topping musicians in those ads. Pizza's here. Notice she didn't say carrots are here.
Introducing F&V. Which celebrity would get you to eat fruits and veggies?
Classic home furniture isn't like anything you've ever seen. Handcrafted from repurposed wood, harvested from century-old structures. Beautiful dining and occasional tables, chairs, accessories, furniture you've never seen and will never be duplicated because every piece is one of a kind. If you're looking for something new, look at the time-worn beauty of classic home furniture, exclusively at Fashion Furniture in River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Only Wendy's makes a deal feel like a meal. Introducing our new 4 for $4. $4 for the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with freshly cooked applewood smoked bacon, crispy all-white meat nuggets, natural cut sea salt fries, and a cold drink. That's right, $4 for a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Nuggets, fries, and a drink. That's one beefy, cheesy, sizzling, crispy, golden, icy deal. You're still sitting there? $4 for a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, and a drink. Get more. Get 4 for $4 now at Wendy's.
Next time on Mike and Molly.
She's going out on a date.
I mean, if you're going to lie to me, at least pick something that's plausible. I'm adopted. She's really a man.
It's time for a stakeout.
She should have been home by now.
Might still be in the parking lot. Mom's got that big-ass Impala. Back seat's like a daybed.
Cut it up.
On the next Mike and Molly.
On the Central Valley CW.
When celebs break up, hook up, screw up, shape up, crack up, prenup, lock up, clean up, TMZ's there!
On the Central Valley CW. Tonight's trophy presentation is sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. 23-20, our final score. Now let's send it down to Kevin Miller with tonight's winners, the Clovis North Broncos. Kevin?
I am here with the victorious Clovis North Broncos! Oh, yeah. And we are in typical horseshoe fashion because we're Bronco branded tonight. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but this is the first time in school history you have won in this stadium. Y'all did it tonight. And of course, our leader, head coach Tim Simons. Coach, talk about that last defensive stand that you guys put on the Central Grizzlies.
Well, you know, we've done it every game so far. We've won in the last minute of every league game. And I'm proud of our guys and the way they finish.
You guys finished tonight. Way to go. Coach says you finished. And Coach, some would say that earlier in the season, you guys were kind of under the radar But here you are, Broncos atop the track. How far can this team go?
1 week at a time. Let's see what you can do next week. But, yeah, we were under the radar, but we didn't mind. But now we're not. So we got to go for it. Every day got to get better.
All right, you're battling. Way to go, Broncos. And thank you, Coach Tim Simons. And then how about is number 21? Is he all right? Does he have enough energy? Where's 21? All right. So, first time winning in this stadium, and then it's a first time in history. We've got a back-to-back player of the game, number 21, Jason Lee. Now, not only is he player of the game, hey, check this out. He's the El Pollo player of the game, El Pollo Loco. Because his game was so crazy. Cray. So congratulations, you got that helmet there and some nice gift cards that maybe your O-line could benefit from too. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, he's got you. All right, now, some stats. 25 carries, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns, and too many tackles to count. They lost track, man, all right? Talk to us about that last drive. It was the drive of the game. You saw some light. What happened, man?
At halftime, our O-line definitely made their adjustments and just grinding out all night, every night. You know, they got tired and we didn't. We pushed through and we finished. That's pretty much what it came down to, is us finishing.
All right, it seems like that's a theme. Coach says it. Jason Lee, the El Pollo Loco player of the game. Cray says it. And these are the Broncos. Congratulations, the Les Schwab Channel 59 CW champs, the Clovis North Broncos. Let's go. Yeah, let them know.
Join us next week for the Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Game of the week, San Joaquin Memorial at Madera South High School, right here on the Valley CW K359 at 7:30 p.m. What do you expect from that one, Vince?
Well, like I said, 2 great quarterbacks that can run, and they can also throw. They do it both ways, and that is Michael Alvarez of San Joaquin Memorial and Jonah Johnson, who we saw that last game of the year versus Madera, almost upset Madera in the final game of last year. But how about it for Jason Lee? Clovis West wished they had Jason Lee. Of course, everybody knows he's a Clovis North Bronco and quite a player. And, you know, at the outset, I talked about best player on the field. He did nothing to prove that wrong.
Well, you said next week, remember, it's going to be about the 2 quarterbacks, but you can't forget, this has been the year of the running back on Friday Night Rivals, and it was again tonight. Jason Lee, 25 carries, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns. He recovered a fumble, didn't he?
Yeah, and dropped an interception. He's probably going to be upset about his game because he dropped that interception that should have sealed it.
So Clovis North now at 3-0. We're potentially going to have quite a log jam.
It is. Clovis North 3-0. We got Buchanan or Clovis High at 2-1, and now we have Buchanan at 2-1.
By the way, look out right now because Akande is coming right at you.
Yeah, he grew up.
Our sideline photographer.
And he made him fumble. God, he's got to have.
But
he's got to have camera security. He's got to have camera security.
23-20 Clovis North over Central. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
After many months of traveling the world, Jack was longing for something familiar. Home. He was welcomed with Grandma's Southern-style chicken. At that moment,